It's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine. Rise and shine.
It's time for early break.
Get to preview of Nebraska around the country football course. Last night's NFL game. How about the Lions? How about the Detroit Lions going into Kansas City? That's my hat too low again. Going into KC, beating the world champs.
How about that?
21-20. We talked about during the show yesterday, Sip, that the receivers for the Chiefs were skeptical, sketchy, and they were. A lot of drops. Kadarius Toney, big drops. Justin Watson drops.
I just don't. They don't have firepower. Mahomes. It's just always they got Mahomes. Well, you need big time. Some good ones.
Round pick.
Ooh, you familiar with him, 14. Bill? You familiar with Brian Brand?
Absolutely.
I mean, Bill, let's get back.
Yeah, Bill. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Come back.
I think we should get things going though. The roll call.
Absolutely.
Because I'll tell you what, Sip, you weren't here last Friday. You obviously in Minneapolis. It was not exactly the most fun time to do a roll call. Nebraska just lost to Minnesota. People were in a great mood, so I didn't do the roll call last week. But
really?
Since they could be in a better mood because there's a road trip to Colorado,
Okay,
we've got John in Fremont, age 60. Big Fun is at 40th and Prescott.
Big Fun.
Dave from the Dove Field.
So he's hunting.
I guess so.
He must be out hunting.
Robert in Bixby, Oklahoma, age 47. He's driving to Boulder at this very moment.
That's nice. There has to be quite a contingency heading down I-80 right now.
Dylan in
a lot of honking and waving at each other.
Dylan and Dannebrog tuning in. We got Scott at Lake Coronas, Minnesota, not going to Colorado. He's at the lake this morning.
Just stay at the lake.
Why not the lake?
Is he fishing today? If he's fishing, let us know.
Should be a great day.
I'm a big fan of fishing.
We got Nels, Montana Husker, 45 years old. He is not going to the game. Paul in Dodge City, listening on my 8-hour drive to Iowa for dirt racing. He's not going to the game. He's on an 8-hour drive to Iowa for dirt racing.
Good for him.
Good for him. That sounds incredible.
That sounds fun.
Craig is in bed right now listening to it. Shout out to that, Craig. We got somebody in their Weedman Trucking concrete truck going down Cornerstone Highway right now.
So he's hauling some concrete.
Are you honking
I
the
wanna
horn?
ask him how many yards he's got in there. 8 yards of concrete. So they used to carry.
How many yards you got there?
How many yards is he carrying
in the
right
Weedman
now?
Trucking concrete
Rip it.
truck?
Yeah.
Kyle is on I-80 headed to Boulder, New York
Rip
right
it.
now. Heading
Nice.
west.
Okay.
We've got Kyle and Lincoln. Sorry, that's the American Nightmare. He's 24 years old, and yes, he is going to Boulder, leaving
The nightmare.
shortly.
Yeah. See you. Yeah, get ready for this nightmare.
Isaac, age 43, tuning in. Sean and Eagle, Bill and Bennett, Greg and Fishers, Indiana, not going to the game. TC in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania, age 74, chiming in early this morning.
Got quite a
years
crew.
old.
Our age.
That's the oldest I've heard so far, 74.
Yeah.
Shout
Wow.
out to TC for tuning us in
Big
via the
shout.
stream there.
Big shout out. Big shout out.
We've got Luke in South Lincoln, Mickey in Overland Park, Kansas, 46 years old. Casey in Topeka. By the way, Bird in Columbus is going to Boulder.
Say again.
Who to Columbus?
Bird. Is he going?
He's going to
Is he en
Columbus.
route right now?
That was good. That was really good, by the way.
I
Is
think
he
he's
en
en route
route
right
right
now.
now?
I think he's going. Sam in South Lincoln. We've got Jared, our friend from the rodeo, right?
Jared.
Yes.
Jared, he says he's
Schlegel.
listening on his walk in Hot Springs, South Dakota right now.
Oh,
He's walking.
Hot
I bet it's a
Springs.
It's
beautiful.
early walk. That's 5:07 in South Dakota time.
Hot
Mountain time there.
Springs.
We got let's see, we got Jeff in Willis, Nebraska. Never heard of Willis, Nebraska. Where's that at?
Unclear.
Never heard of that. Joel in Mobile, Alabama, 54 years old. tuning in.
Mobile.
Jeff in Thedford for kayak racing during the game.
No
Kayak
way.
He's
racing.
doing a kayak race
That's-
during the game on Saturday.
That's a dude.
Getting fit.
Yeah, getting fit.
Varn
CrossFit.
Diggity. How about that name? Varn Diggity in South Lincoln.
Anything with the word diggity at
Yes.
the end is always fun.
Jason just got to work for Gaina Trucking down in Roca.
No, he
right now.
didn't.
He did.
Nice
Yeah.
job.
They're
Good job.
sponsors of the
Let's
show.
Let's go.
Nyla says, if we win in Boulder, I'll bring you guys chocolate milk.
No, you're not.
That'd be incredible.
That would
Nyla.
be
That's a
Awesome.
big win for Bill more than anybody. He drinks the most chocolate
Yeah.
milk of all of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hadn't measured that, but maybe.
What if we won by Nyla asked? What if we won by 2 touchdowns? Would that increase the amount of chocolate milk or not?
I don't know. I don't know if it
I
would.
think you just want it in print if we can.
We got
print?
Bolt in Springfield, Nebraska. We got Shay in Beatrice. We've got John in Roscoe, Illinois. Drew in Wahoo. And we got let's see. By the way, Willis is west of Sioux City on Highway 20, apparently.
West of Sioux,
Unincorporated town.
West of Sioux City.
West of Sioux City.
In-
So that'd be just barely in Nebraska
Yeah.
then.
Barely.
Okay.
Barely
So
in
up there in the
Nebraska.
northeast.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Dustin in Lake Alfred, Florida.
Be just north
Tuning
of
in.
Homer.
That's
Is that right?
Yes,
Need to be north
there,
of
it's
Homer.
probably in that area.
Homer.
So there is Kurt in Kentucky tuning in also.
Any
So
more?
we got plenty more.
Just keep going.
Listen,
Ryan,
Ryan
in Delaware. Ryan in Delaware with us, who missed the roll call that one day.
At 7:45, and we got Todd
And
Neely.
and Neely.
We'll get to something eventually. Roger and Havelock is not going to the game. It's not Roger and Havelock.
Roger and Havelock.
Not going to the game.
Okay.
Someone says, I think the stadium will be about 50% red on Saturday. We'll see about that. That'd be great. It was more than that in 2019. What would you guess the percentage in 2019 of red to gold and black?
60.
I'd say at least 60.
Yeah.
It was.
Really?
It looked like a Nebraska home game. It was like Nebraska going to Northwestern. It's always more red than purple in Northwestern. It was crazy. A lot of red.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of red on.
Disappointed fans in 2019 when the game ended, but
Mhm.
happy in the first half of that game.
Mhm.
There's your roll call right now.
Awesome job by you, Jake Sorensen.
I'll try. I believe.
Early break with Sip and Jake. The ticket.
Can you guys confirm? Can you guys confirm
wrong
the
with
video
you?
stream is working? I believe it is. Please, if you're on a video stream, please confirm you can hear us because I
Just
believe
wave your
that's the
hands. Wave your hands in your living room.
case.
We'll try.
Because I can see you. You guys,
Sip says,
where are you going?
"Where you going?"
We
talked about going to Boulder now for over 8 months.
and I just
Yes,
sat
yeah,
here.
Maybe 8 weeks.
I
Yeah,
sat here, looked at you, Bill, just did the same thing, like just did the same thing.
Okay. It's just not going on. I'm scrambling mode. all
I
the time.
should have said, "Where are you going today?" Might I be going
Remember,
today also?
Also, Sip will be departing here 8 o'clock. You
Yes.
think? to head to the airport. If we could get some sort of fanfare, would be great. The National Guard, if you're listening, Sipple will be driving right by you guys. If we could get people out there saluting him as he comes in,
Big salute.
yeah, big salute. That would be incredible.
That would be incredible. It would be.
Get the
It
Black-
would really be
Get
incredible.
the Blackhawk to buzz him one time.
It would be incredibly unnecessary. But anyway, Jake, enjoy your trip.
Well, I'll probably see, maybe, not for sure. See
We're
you
going
out
to
there.
the Boulder Cork tonight at 5:30
Okay,
for prime
I will
rib.
interrupt your
The cork.
your
Yeah.
dining.
The Boulder Cork for prime rib. It's a $30 deal.
Save me a cut of steak, please.
Okay.
Just
So
kidding. Don't
so that's
do
it. That's the only thing on my
I always get
agenda.
the end cut.
Do you?
Yeah, it's got more seasoning.
Okay.
Yeah,
Really?
it's got more seasoning. I like that.
Okay.
Yes.
By the way, Brian is
Where's he from?
he's in southeast Nebraska. He says, does Coach like fishing?
I love fishing.
Okay.
Matter of fact, yesterday I had to go up and see my parents and help them with some things. That's why I wasn't here. I was able to get out and fish a little bit.
Wow.
Yes. And
Catching.
I went with, Thomas Larson was the guide out of Norfolk. He's from Norfolk, guides out of Yankton, and he is the #1 combo Dakota fishing guide
In the world.
Yes, Thomas Larson. And I'll post his
So he's
phone. He's famous, and he was incredible. I was able to get out with him with my sister and dad for just a little bit of time. Like that, 'cause that's other
Tammy?
tasks I had to get done. So Tammy was out, so no skating reviews. And so, but Thomas Larson is the best guide, Nebraska, South Dakota combo guide in the world.
in the world.
Yeah, so I love fishing. So if someone out there is trying to get me out, I'm all for it.
Well, he says the reason why I asked is because this is Brian in southeast Nebraska. He's going to a kayak fishing tournament this weekend. He can't watch the game because of it.
Hold it.
Kayak fishing tournament.
Is the kayak fishing tournament? Is he putting in on by Springfield? Ask if he's are they fishing the river by Springfield? Because there's a kayak tournament up there. So I'd like
Okay.
to know.
Brian?
There was some. I saw some kayakers pre-fishing yesterday.
Okay. Still in the practice.
Yes, I'd
Practice
like to know
fishing.
that.
By the way, we got Huskers in O'Neill chiming in this morning, too.
Nice. I was born in O'Neill.
Shout out to O'Neill.
way.
Shout out to O'Neill.
We tried to do it.
And the breakers out there.
live remote, and Jake just outpriced us.
Well, there's always
Yeah,
next year, guys. We can try
Yes,
it out.
$9,000, 9
I
large.
did not ask for
Yes,
that.
for
I
9
didn't
large.
ask for 9 large. That's a lie. I did that one.
Not Don.
Look at Josh, it's a total lie. Total lie.
This isn't the Imus.
Dan Patrick on the road.
Yeah, exactly.
Don Imus is not among us.
Oh,
It's okay.
He might not even be among us.
I think he's still alive.
Is he?
I think he is, yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's roll call 464-5685. Is it too low? What's
no,
going
it's
on?
perfect. That's the only thing that stops is
I
your
can't-
shoulders.
I can't win. I can't win when I have a hat on.
You can
They don't
win.
fit me properly.
You can
no
win.
hat fits me very well. My head is.
Why do you
oddly
always just
shaped.
go one ear and me and Sipple go two ear on the
He has a reason.
headset?
He has a reason for this.
Yeah, why you always?
I didn't like the. I don't hear myself as well with the two on. I know it's
Oh,
always
so
been.
you kind of fancy yourself
It's
as
not
like
fancy.
a singer. That's a
No,
singer. You know, the one
I
that
guess.
he does. He thinks
Rod
he's
Stewart.
Rod Stewart.
Stewart.
Oh, I tell you one thing. When Rod
Rod
Stewart
Stewart.
plays, I'd like to hear him play Hot Legs.
Oh yeah.
I would. Everyone's going to get into that one. That's one. Or also,
Start of the song is incredible.
if it is the start of that song,
It's
just start.
ridiculous.
Just play Hot Legs. Just
the start of it.
get the first 20 seconds of Hot Legs and watch things explode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Imus might actually be dead.
Yeah, is he-
Someone says he's been dead for a long time. I don't know if
Okay.
I believe that though.
Well, it's easy to find out.
Don Imus. Are you guessing he's
Google it.
alive?
Imus dead.
Right.
That would
No,
be it.
he's dead.
Yeah.
Jake, it's not hard.
Yeah. I
I'm
think
trying to type.
if he's over 120.
He did die in 2019. Don Imus is not
2019.
4 years ago.
Okay.
But Dan
No.
Patrick's still with us.
Yeah, Patrick
and
is with
kicking
us.
ass.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He is.
Imus was huge. Remember, he had a show on TV. I mean,
Yes.
it was every morning.
He had also an issue with the Rutgers basketball coach at one point. I see Vivian Stringer had an
Yes,
issue
yeah.
with that.
That's right.
That caused him some problems, but got past it.
Yeah, let's move on to something more.
All
pleasant.
right. Nebraska plays tomorrow in Boulder. Sip and I will not be at the game. Sip will be there. I'll be at the Blur Parties event. We'll have a pregame show and postgame show.
So here's
out
my
there.
question. So you have TVs in there? Are you
Oh,
watching?
God. There's like a million TV. Yes. If,
So
if
my-
you're going, there's a million TVs tomorrow. at
How
Blur
far
Parties.
away is the Blur Party from the actual stadium?
0.8 miles away.
0.8. So you can still you could probably hear then. My question is sometimes
Did you hear?
when there's like a delay. I love talking to my dad on I'll be talking some play, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know if they're gonna get in or not." I go, "They just scored," because Dad's like 30 seconds behind me on TV when we're talking.
Yeah.
So if you're like behind a little bit and you hear the crowd just roar like that, and you're like, going, what happened?
What happened?
What happened? Just hang on. Give me about 12 seconds.
You'll see in a second, Dad. It's incredible. You won't believe it.
So you'll be there.
I'll be in Boulder. I will not be at the game. I've been offered tickets for like $400. I'm not going. I'm not spending $400 in a ticket. I'm sorry.
There's been a lot of talk on social media and on other podcast shows of the price of the ticket.
It's
been a big discussion.
The last I saw, it was I think the average was $476.
I'm just not spending that.
No, I mean,
I could be in the city, have a great time, party with the Husker fans, watch the game, and pretty much be in real time, and just not be in the game. It's fine.
And you know, there's people that are going to pay $1,000 for tickets.
That's just not
for a ticket. So if they take their wife, it's $2,000. If they take a kid, $3,000.
What if they took 6,000?
That's good math. That's good math right there.
We'll stay with this as the show goes on.
What neighbor? The neighbor.
Yeah,
7,000. Grandma wants to go.
But then
8,000.
But then his wife's going to go for it'd be 9.
Yeah,
but then she cancels late, so it's back to 8. Just now we're doing subtraction.
Someone's got to buy that last ticket.
If we ever have to solve for X, it's going to be hard. If we have to get in any sort of algebra.
And anywho, there's also a lot of talk about the viewership for this game. There were 5 games last year that I think all topped. Like Bill, I was listening to a podcast yesterday. There's 5 games topped 10 million. They were all involving teams that were either undefeated or, close to undefeated name brands. This one, I think, will top 10 million. And there's a lot of talk that will top Alabama, Texas in terms of viewership.
I can see that.
It's possible. I mean, Texas has a good chance to win that game too. Texas
rolled.
I go too bold though when I said 20 million. Is that a little high?
That's a little high.
I think they think that
I went 20 million.
They believe that 10 is possible. Though.
Yeah,
they think 10
possible.
million could be possible.
20s, I think.
That'll happen because, like I said, you have such a big fan base from Nebraska. Colorado doesn't have a big fan base, but they are right now engaged.
Yeah.
And then you have every casual fan is watching because of the Dion phenomenon.
Yeah.
It's just however you cut it, it's a story.
It is.
People say whatever you want. It's a huge story. Probably one of the biggest stories in coaching that I can ever remember.
Yeah.
One of the biggest stories I can ever remember.
And it's really hot right now because he's coming off of a win, the first win. So it's Nebraska. Yeah. Nebraska's always a TV draw. So here we go. I mean, it's
like I said, great moments are born from great opportunities.
There you go, Missing Tooth Greg. We were trying to figure out, Missing Tooth Greg and I were trying to figure out what that saying was. Say it one more time.
No, I'm going to hold it off for a little
Bless
bit.
America.
Just say it again.
All right. Well, but it is a great opportunity.
Great moments are born from great opportunities.
Okay, there it is.
This is Brooks. And that's what we have here tonight.
Yes.
That's what he said. It's what Herb Brooks said. It was unbelievable.
The hair on my back just.
You were born to be hockey players.
Yeah.
We did hear from Matt Rhule yesterday.
Yes, we did.
As Nebraska heads out to Colorado. I think they probably head out this morning at some point.
Yeah, some point
today they'll head out to Colorado.
It's a great flight.
We know that
50 minutes.
Here is some quick ones from Matt Rhule.
Yeah, some quick ones.
Here's a Teddy Prohaska update per Matt Rhule yesterday.
Yeah, I think Teddy's healthy. Just playing football for the first time in a long time. So he's working. I think he's done a nice job this week, and he could see some action.
Okay. Teddy could possibly play this weekend. Update on Jamari Butler and Nick Henrich, guys who didn't play in week 1, Matt Rhule.
Yeah, Jamari and Nick are up. They're ready to play. So Jamari and Nick are up. Great news for us. Jamari and Nick are up. Teddy's up. So anything beyond that will all just be like a coaching decision. Those guys are in shape. I'll be honest with you. Our medical staff, Dr. Mathisen, our training room staff. We hired Chris Peduzzi this offseason, who's with the Eagles for a long time, along with Drew Hamlin, who's been here and return to play, and all those guys. They're pretty elite. So the guys come back, they're in really good shape. So Jamari's full go.
Jamari and Henrich are possible playing.
What did he say about the young receivers, the young wide receivers? Do you have that?
Yeah, I can't speak for them. I hope so. I certainly hope that they recognize that it's an opportunity for them, but more importantly, the team's counting on them. But all this is a process, right? All of this it's really hard to be a young player and come in and play right away. So we don't have many true freshmen playing that weren't here in the winter. So they're coming along, and as Coach Paterno used to say, it's better a play too late than a play too early. Some of these guys were working overtime to get them ready.
he said that Malachi Coleman really took a step this week in practice.
Got that one too. Ready?
Got it.
Yeah, I think Malachi's done a really nice job. Malachi's really took a step this week, which I think we needed, and I'm excited for him. Josh Fleeks, I thought, had a good week. As an older guy who's played a lot of football for me in the past, he's definitely a playmaker. So we hopefully utilize him, and then I think Jalen's coming along. So we have a group of guys that can all really run. So just got to get him in the game.
Jalen Lloyd is who we referred to, and he did play last week. The most, Malachi got in for a snap or two. Lloyd played a little more than that, I think.
He had a carry.
He had a carry.
Not a catch. He had a carry.
Point. Yeah. So yeah, Fleeks did not play.
I did not see Fleeks yet last week.
Fleeks is a veteran player, but I think they got to use him. I don't know. It just depends how many they want to use.
We've discussed they're not exactly stacked at receiver.
No, but I'll tell you what about in that discussion. I feel a lot more comfortable when they have Mark. If it's Kemp, veteran player, 24 years old or whatever he is, he's an older guy. This is like his 9th year in college. If they have Kemp, Marcus Washington, and Alex Bullock, that's fine. I mean, Washington elicits confidence. He wasn't available in the first half, so it looks a little better. It looks a little better when he's out there.
Well, you could see in the second half, he hit him early on.
Made immediate factor
right away, right
factor.
to Marcus.
Yeah, he's got to be
Trust
a guy.
him.
Yeah, they need him bad. You take him out of the equation, and the equation is not what it needs to be.
Right. Matt Rhule also was asked, as you might have guessed, again, a lot of fans have thought, hey, the plan here is run the ball on
Colorado. What did he say?
The ball. Well, he talked about this in terms of getting maybe some more carries for Gabe Ervin and other running backs in the game. Here's Matt Rhule on that.
We'll see. I mean, I think anytime someone has 8 yards to carry, they should touch the ball more. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like they should have had a great long run. So we'll see how the game goes. A lot, large part of this is, if they're going to score 45, then it might alter how we play. If our defense, plays well the way we think we're capable of, keep it a close game, then we can maybe run the ball a little more. But, I think Gabe's a factor. Ramir's a factor. Those guys have to play really well for us. I think they had explosive plays in the last game, one on the kickoff return, one running that allowed us to get going. So I'm hoping we start with a little more rhythm than we did the last game. But no matter how we start, we're gonna think about the last 5 minutes of last game and how we can improve that in this game.
What are we doing with Anthony Grant here? What are we doing with Anthony Grant? I mean, my inclination would be to let him roll. But then in the fourth quarter,
you can play the first to the third, the fourth.
No. I'm not saying I don't. I mean, you got to watch that. If you're EJ Barthel, you got to watch it. Because, but I think Grant's got to be a part of this. He's too good not to be. That's what I think. But I don't know.
He's very talented. So but coaches, they're with him every day, so they have the best feel for it.
Good point.
They're with him every day. They're in the meetings. They have all the stuff. So whatever
they see him every day.
They see, they'll have him in the best spot possible.
Yeah. He must have been in a decent spot going into the Minnesota game because he was in the game.
He was late.
When
it mattered.
Early,
he was
early and late.
So in the middle, in the middle too.
He played throughout the game. How about that?
That'd be throughout too.
Yeah. How about that?
So what I'm suggesting is if he doesn't play, we know why, because he played last week and he's a big part of it. He didn't. His production didn't suddenly just drop off. The fumble dropped off.
That did.
Yeah.
Speaking of that and how crippling that was to the team, and they lost the game. Matt Rhule was asked, how has the team responded this week from that tough loss? Here's Matt Rhule yesterday.
Yeah, I have no concerns about our guys ever responding. I think, as I talked about, the 2021, 2022, there's some times with some tough losses where they didn't respond great. I never worry about that with this group. That is the challenge, and then once you get to the game this week, we're going to have to respond. We're going to have to respond to their tempo, the early surge of the game. We're going to have to respond to, it's going to be an electric environment, all the things around the game. But, once the game starts, it's really about what happens in between the white lines. And we got a lot of guys who played a lot of football. We've got guys who played Ohio State and Michigan and Georgia and Alabama and, Penn State. And so we played a lot of big football games here at Nebraska. So this is another one. This is a great game. And I'm hoping that our guys respond both. They have all week, but they respond in the game to the highs and lows that come.
Veteran team. It's a veteran lineup. You have 9 upperclassmen on offense and 8 upperclassmen on defense. I wouldn't worry about how they're going to respond, either to a loss or to playing in that environment. These are a bunch of old guys in the lineup. This is an old lineup. It's a veteran lineup.
Absolutely. What was mentioned about Ty Robinson's replacement?
I got that right here. Here's Matt Rhule on that.
Yeah, that's a great question. Like, Ty ran some with the 1, some with the 2s. The way we kind of all say, everyone gets equal reps. So, we've always kind of looked at Cam and Blaze as co-starters. Well, now it's Cam and Blaze will start. Ty will wait for his opportunity and then rotate in. Like when we did 2 minute, Ty was out there with the 1s because we assumed 2 minutes going to happen at the end of the game. Obviously it could happen at the end of the half. But, Ty got a good week of practice in.
Cam and Blaze.
Cam
Lenhart,
with
Blaze
Nash.
Gunderson with Nash on mark.
You roll Buckley in there, roll Prince Will in there.
Uman Mielen.
Yeah. Who else you rolling in there? That's the main
That's kind
guy.
of it, right?
Oh no, Judy. You're rolling Judy in there.
Elijah
Judy played a
Judy.
lot of snaps.
Okay.
I mean, he played more than 30 snaps against Minnesota. They played Judy. So those are your guys. Judy's got to be a big factor here, and bigger one without Ty Robinson in there. So there's your guys. They're all right. That'll be fine. I mean, Robinson is not playing in the first half as a factor. I think he played. Well, Rhule said he played pretty well in the first half the other night.
It's a factor.
Funny?
Anytime you ever start or not there, it's a factor.
What's so funny to Cal?
Well,
Yeah.
we got Wet Blankets with us,
The blanket.
and he's got two texts.
Great.
Two.
Can't wait for this.
Yeah.
Ready for this to just put it all.
Yeah.
make
What do
it
you
all
got,
stopping
Blanket?
wet in
Yeah.
here. Here's number 1. This is about Malachi Coleman and the big leap. He says, "I love when quote players make a big jump in 1 week. That is coach speak for quote. I'm not happy with the guy is currently playing. How much progress can a player make in 4 practices after practicing every day for 2 months?" Wet Blanket.
Wet blanket. Okay.
He has one more.
Okay.
Also,
This is part due.
this is part 2 from Wet Blanket.
Blanket.
That was good.
Thank you.
This
I
is
worked on it
really
last
good.
night.
That was really good.
This is
This is
referring.
part 2 from Wet Blanket. My God, that was good.
Radio.
You are done, Imus.
You are. This refers to Matt Rhule regarding the team's response. It's been good. Wet Blanket says this. When was the last time a coach said, quote, kids have had a tough week focusing and had a hard time finding energy after a really tough loss last week, end quote.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah, he's
They
right.
don't say
yeah,
that.
he's right. So
They don't.
You don't. You have a feel for your team, kind of how you spoke, and there wasn't a part of me that didn't think they hadn't done that because of the veteran part of the group
Mhm.
in what you went into a game they're going to be playing in. So I think it was really good. But the blanket in part 2 was correct. It'd be classic. That would be one of the biggest sound bites we would play. Would be if someone just said, "South Carolina, how'd you guys respond to loss North Carolina?"
Weak.
Bad
Bad week of
0.
practice.
We had some young players. They actually went backwards. The young players went backwards and everything.
Went to their shells.
They went to their shells.
Couldn't get them out
I
of
don't
the
know.
shell.
Coaching staff arrived late several times to practice.
Head down,
head
visibly
down, deeply down.
Late.
I screamed at everybody every day. It'd be awesome.
Veterans don't seem to care
No,
anymore.
it'd be incredible to have
The best sound clip ever.
a-
No,
It'll
we-
never happen, but I
our
just agree
program
with
is
that.
out.
Did you guys play that? My favorite soundbite yet from week 1.
Oh, I should find that real quick.
Because that was a incredible one by Shane Beamer, who I'm a
Oh.
huge Shane Beamer fan.
I can find that real
But-
quick.
But it's one of those.
I didn't play it, but-
it's an outstanding sound bite talking after the game, and he was upset with the officials. But there was something else that was way better. Did you find it?
Hang on. It's
Play
trying
this.
to pull up real quick.
Yeah.
Here's Shane Beaver. Yes, on being upset
There's
after
one
the
part
loss to
you'll
North
catch.
Carolina.
Do we have any stats? Anybody? It's kind of the story of the night. Clock was wrong the whole game. We're trying to kick on one side, kick to start the second half, and we got to wait on the chain crew because they're eating a hot dog. That's the only disappointing thing about tonight. So,
Can you imagine?
Well,
Hey, guys, go surprise on kick. Hang on. The guy holding he's eating a hot dog. I don't know how that affects you not running it. It has no bearing of it, but that's just.
you can still run it with a hot dog.
You still run it. You got eating a hot dog. You still run
A
it.
lot of things you can do eating a hot dog.
That's the thing that's most upset about was the guy eating a hot dog. Oh, that was pure gold.
One more time. One more
Oh,
time.
I can shake one
Shane
play
Beaver.
again.
I like it. I like it.
do we have any stats? Anybody? It's kind of the story of the night. Clock was wrong the holding game. We're trying to kick on one side, kick to start the second half, and we got to wait on the chain crew because they're eating a hot dog. That's the only disappointing thing about tonight. So,
Somebody said the clock was wrong all game. Like what? Like the clock was running when it shouldn't. All of a sudden, hey, there's supposed to be 9 minutes left. There's only says 4. I mean,
Come on, what's this? What is this?
What
is this?
That's beautiful.
Shane Beamer. Rough loss to North Carolina.
You know, can we address something that was on TikTok that I got duped?
dubbed.
Dubbed and duped. John maybe knows about. Josh, your hair looks exquisite.
Look at
by
it.
the way.
It is combed
always
perfectly.
exquisite.
Damn movie
Yeah.
star over there. I don't have hair like that. Hey, did you see on TikTok they have Dabo?
I know what you're talking about.
Help me with this.
So, okay, so Dabo Swinney was talking about the offense's performance against Duke. And somebody has put AI to, artificial intelligence, whatever it is,
Right.
AI, to have him saying something about Brian Ferentz's offense.
He said, when your offense looks like Brian Ferentz, you know you're in trouble. And it
looks like it matches with his lips. Whoever did the AI did
looks like he said it.
Yeah.
A lot of people were duped.
I said, this can't be real. So I checked. I knew it wasn't real, but I saw what you were talking about.
And you could see why millions of people thought he said that.
Because it matches up with what he's saying.
Yeah,
it looks like he says Brian Ferentz.
We're in a scary world.
That is so bad.
And
we are in a scary world.
It's terrifying
because it looked like he said it.
Absolutely.
And it's dumbfounding to think that he would say that. And a lot of people right now exist on the planet
that think he said it.
Yeah.
He didn't say it. He did not say it at all.
No, that's
there's a website, I don't know, it's called College Football Frenzy, pops up on my feed. And a lot of times the stuff is just fake quotes. It's incredible. It's incredible when you read it.
But it's a little scary.
It's a little scary. It's like the Onion. It's just like the Onion. It's like the Onion's reporting live.
You could get I mean, a guy like you especially could get killed on that if they misquoted you intentionally on something.
Oh, it's true.
I mean, you're an illuminary.
Yeah.
You're an illuminary.
I'm not.
You are an illuminary.
I'm a guy that wanted to see my parents. That's all I am. Fish for a little bit. With Thomas Larson,
the number
one guide in the world, Nebraska, South Dakota area.
In the world.
Yeah,
I mean, you could go to
big honor.
anywhere to Sudan and not find a guy like that.
Sudan. Okay.
Okay, good job, Jake. You're running the show well. You run the show well.
Thank you.
You're going to Colorado.
That's where I'm going. The road trip, we're going to the same place.
Where do you think you'll stop? Like Ogallala? Where will you stop to get like some snacks or something?
North Platte. North Platte is incredible.
North Platte.
I always go.
I used to go Ogallala.
That's always
There's
my
more
spot.
options though in North Platte.
Yeah.
So,
oh my God!
So you're telling me you're just in a pickle in Ogallala to get gas? Where do I go? There's only one station. It's a full service station, and they're all backed up. No
gas, food.
I'm in a pickle. I'm in a pickle.
Although North Platte is the most oddly designed town in the history of the world, I don't understand.
More fast food restaurants per capita than any.
It's not. It's just the way that they're the whole. It's wrong music. I just don't like.
Is that Chariots of Fire?
No, it was not Chariots of Fire. It was not Chariots of
I
Fire.
thought we had the NIT bracket.
I don't really. No, we don't have Gary Temple. Gary Templeton. We don't have him coming on. When we come back, let's take a look at the other games in the Big Ten on early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Nate Sorensen, and Bill Busch on the ticket and the TFM.com.
If you want all the technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking easy, and they also have the staff. You get to know you and treat you. You get both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can be on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Bates, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
Gana Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Into the 8-hour work year-round. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a. Gana Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gana Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GanaTrucking.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Acres, your John Deere dealer, is offering hot financing on all new compact tractors. For a limited time, get 0% interest for 84 months when you buy any new John Deere compact tractor. And with a variety of attachments, you'll make quick work of chores around your acreage. From mowing to grading and moving large loads, Acres has a John Deere tractor to handle your toughest projects. Don't delay. Visit your local Acres store to take advantage of this great offer. Acres, solutions for every field. Offer expires September 30th, 2023, subject to approved credit with John Deere Financial.
IT projects piling up again? Managing IT can definitely be frustrating. Whether you have an in-house IT department or you manage it yourself, let Hamilton be your experts. At Hamilton, we take the frustration out of your business tech issues with managed IT solutions. We specialize in co-managed and fully managed IT. Does your business need better managed IT? Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any backyard landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Get ready for an unforgettable Ignite Link 15 on September 14th. Rococo will come alive, activating stories, diverse voices that inspire change and spark connection. You'll hear from 12 passionate speakers, including our 5 nonprofit finalists who are making a real impact. Be part of this remarkable event that celebrates the power of storytelling. Secure your spot now by purchasing tickets at ignitelincoln.org and join us in creating a brighter future together. Don't miss your chance to experience Ignite Lincoln 15, a night of inspiration, community, and possibility.
Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness specialize in getting rid of people's pain quickly and permanently. For 31 years, they've been extremely successful with advanced techniques in pain relief using spinal adjustments and decompression, detoxification, diet, lifestyle modification, and more. They are fully equipped to handle the most seasonal athlete, weekend warrior, car accidents, strains, sprains, and more. Is there anywhere you're experiencing pain on your body, or are you fighting decreased energy and depression? Consult Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness first at 402-476-8619.
Well, good morning, little brother. It's Early Break with Sip and Jake, brought to you by Dana Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Just saw this on our YouTube stream.
Whoa.
The upright. And you can watch this on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Allo channel 951.
Big mom and dad watch on
So
Twitch.
somebody, yeah, I'm sure they're rocking and sharing her on Twitch.
Can't you be on Twitch?
You can't, but that's where you watch video games usually. I don't think they're
Oh,
watching video games. This is
Oh,
way
my
to
dad's a gamer.
Ron's a gamer.
He's gaming all day today.
Later in life, he found his gaming passion, right? Andrew has donated $10 to the show on YouTube. He actually put $10 to it. And it says, this is for Sip, so Nebraska Nebraska wins, I bought his beer. I guess that's your
Whoa.
beer. That's your beer money.
We should do this more often.
Yeah, just feed
If
money
people
to the
want to
show.
give us money, it's
Let's do a go.
We'll
let's
take
go 93.7 the ticket GoFundMe. For fun. Go fund me. Not fun.
Yeah.
go
Fund
fund
me.
me.
This is just for our fun. This
Just
is very-
send us
oh my
money. We'll
God,
go out and have fun.
That's a
and
genius
and
idea.
And we'll video it.
That was $10
We'll give you-
to our GoFundMe account.
Yeah, from Andrew.
And I'll share it with you guys.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you.
yeah, I will. You each get how much? I mean,
Jake asked for
$3.
9 large to do a
I
remote.
did not ask for 9 large.
Why?
Why?
This is a lie.
Why?
It's a big fat
Yeah,
lie.
we come out there. We need $3,000 a piece.
We would
travel.
we'd love to get a handle band and
Yeah.
O'Neill sometime.
I'm not. I don't need that much.
Carlson. If you're Tucker Carlson, my dad would be so excited. He'd be so excited if you were.
It's not excited. I'm sitting here.
Oh yes, if you could
Not
just-
really. I could tell at the wedding.
Yeah. Sharon would be.
Yeah, Sharon's. Women are more excited when they see me.
They do.
Oh,
All right. With the new haircut. And all
yeah,
that.
the Minneapolis haircut.
Chime in, Patrinka.
Special, yeah.
Drinking. She needs tickets to the.
By the way,
Michigan
you
game.
missed Sanderson's birthday yesterday.
Oh, no.
He's back. He's with us. He's with us.
So when I was listening, I was listening to it yesterday, and right away, my dad was with me, and they said about Sanderson. No, I said, I go with the nice hair.
Great
Yeah.
hair. Oh,
Yes.
exceptional. He's 53 years old.
53.
Not 60 like I said.
You said he's in his 60s.
I thought he'd be upper 50s.
Sipple said early 80s.
Well, he's a good friend of our colleague Tom Stevens, who's about 60. He's 59. I
Yeah.
thought similar age, but he's
Yeah.
6 years younger. So
He
that's
was a
why I
good friend
said
of ours, Sanderson, until you said he was 60.
that. You say 53.
Don't
Sorry.
pull that on me, Jay.
Sanderson, I'm sorry. Okay, 464-5685. Call or text as always. We do have a gift. Do we want to get to the gift now or Big Ten? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I've been holding out.
But I've got a gift for Monday. Someone sent us a gift that's coming in on Monday.
Okay, I got a gift yesterday given to us from Nelson Contracting in Milford.
No.
Oh,
way.
wow. Look at that.
There you go. There's
No
a
way.
hat
Oh
for
yeah, I
you.
do. Like
Oh, yes,
this.
yes.
Thank you. Oh my God. that's
Look at
nice.
that.
He didn't tell me what his name was. I feel bad about this. He dropped it off and left. I apologize to the listener. Forget, if that was you,
Oh,
text in. Tell us.
Handsome.
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 Look at this.
Oh,
though.
whoa.
We got some pink shirts
Okay,
too.
I want one. I want one.
Well, okay, meet the right size. That's you, Bill, right there.
That's
Beautiful.
an XL.
It's XL.
You got an L over there by any
I have an L right there.
All right, good
There's
job.
yours.
I've been lifting. That's why I need the XL.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of curls.
This one's even a darker pink here.
Whoa.
Well, that is
Nelson
pretty sweet.
Contracting.
Hey, I might put this on today.
Oh.
Experience quality services.
Thank you.
New roof, no mess. Nelson Contracting.
Look
based
at
out of
that.
Milford. Pink shirts.
They're the number one
I got one for you
contractors
too,
in the
Josh. I'll
Tri-State
get you in the
area.
break, Josh. I'll get you a shirt here. But thank you.
Nelson
Nelson Contracting, based in Milford.
Milford. Okay.
Milford, Nebraska.
Milford's
So
a
shout
good.
out.
I'm changing.
I got a hat for you too, Josh. I'll get to you during the break. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thanks to those guys. Dropping those
Let me
up.
see how it looks. Oh, that looks.
Oh, that looks good, Bill.
Regal.
That's perfect. Look at that. Wonderful. Nice hat. Big Ten games this weekend. It's not just Nebraska, Colorado. You've got Iowa and Iowa State playing
big
this
one.
weekend. That's a big
So
one.
I had a conversation off air,
You did.
and I thought it was amazing that Iowa's a 3-point favorite, and Iowa State's lost 6 players to a gambling scam.
Hmm.
And Iowa's a lot bad with their D linemen's down. But anyway, there was.
Shannon.
I mean, Iowa State was been just devastated with this gap by the players they have lost, the starters they've lost, and their starting quarterback.
Mhm.
And they're a 3-point favorite.
That's
That's shocking to me.
A lot of Iowa.
I mean, Iowa's only a 3-point favorite.
a lot of Iowa and Iowa State players betting unders on this one.
What if it came out?
Oh,
How about 20 guys?
What's your guess on over under for this game? You got a guess?
36.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. What's your guess on this one?
30 lower than that. I'll say 32.
Bill is almost spot on. 36.5.
Ooh.
In a hook.
36
In
and
a
a half.
hook.
The ticket.
That was a great guess, Bill. That was a great guess.
Wait a second. 36 and a half.
36 and a
I'm
half.
going unders on that, by the way. 17, 14.
Yeah, that's
It's
about
got
right.
10-9
17.
written all over
Yeah,
it.
something like
Think
that.
so?
Got 10-9 written all
12,
over
10.
Yeah.
Unders.
Something
A
hideous.
lot of players in that game betting unders. Oh, can I say that? They've
Yeah.
they've
Yeah,
done
you
it.
can
I
do
mean,
all you
they've
want.
documented.
They're the butt of the
okay?
jokes right now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not
Absolutely.
saying anything inappropriate.
No, you're not.
Iowa State and Iowa players have bet on games, their own games. They bet the overs. That they'll probably. Yeah, I'm not gonna. If you're an Iowa fan, screw you.
Okay. All right.
Oh, Bill. Oh, Jeez, Sip. Wow.
Whoa. All right.
If you're,
that got personal.
if you're coming at me,
Okay. I don't think that's.
Okay.
I don't think last part's really going to save you.
Yeah, they're going to cut that
Iowa
out.
fans, screw you.
Yeah.
oh, they are going to cut that.
That's
Yeah,
going to cut that out.
Yeah, Iowa
Yeah.
State fans too. Then
Yeah.
let's see how.
Take
I need them
everybody
both coming at me.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what's going to be.
Cyhawk.
It's a 2:30 game on Fox. Iowa State and Iowa.
I
So,
can't wait for that.
follow Nebraska, Colorado on Fox.
I won't be watching.
You'll be writing.
You'll be writing. You'll be in
I'll
the
text the score.
You'll be in the press conference afterwards.
I'll
to
text
get
you the score.
Some audio from Matt Rhule, the players there. I can't forget tonight's game. I mean, the epic game tonight in Lawrence, Kansas, Illinois and the Jayhawks.
It's a great game.
Kansas is a 3-point favorite. I don't know if is it official that Jalen Daniels is playing in it or not.
He's playing
Because
Lance confirmed
the quarterback
he's playing.
The quarterback he did not play game one. Jason
Yes.
Bean was the quarterback for
He
game
played
one.
well.
He did play
He
well.
played very well.
But Jalen Daniels expected to start tonight for the Jayhawks against
Sellout.
Illinois. It should be a sellout.
It's a sellout.
It is, and it deserves to be. It's a
There's
good
a lot of
football
excitement
game.
going on in Lawrence.
I thought 4 years ago or 3 years ago that Illinois Kansas would be actually a good football game.
And I'm sorry, did you say a time on that?
That is tonight at 6:30 on ESPN2. The Jayhawks are 3-point
Deuce.
favorites.
Yes.
3-point favorites Kansas tonight in
That's
Lawrence.
a hard one to bet. That's a hard one.
6:30 ESPN2. A couple of lame games. Youngstown State, Ohio State, don't care. Delaware, Penn State, don't care.
Mhm.
Purdue, Va Tech,
Care.
in Lane Stadium.
Tough.
Now, I know.
Blacksburg.
Remember the team that beat Purdue, Fresno, would beat a lot of people.
Mhm.
And Purdue scored 35.
Mhm.
Like they scored 35. I know the D coordinator at Fresno, good coach. So Purdue could have something. They got to be just devastated because if they could have got that win, because going into that game, so who do you think I'd have taken Fresno to win that game? And the Fresno had to come back and win it late.
You can't be devastated.
Yeah.
You can't be devastated in that
No.
position.
Can be, but
Can't be.
Can't be.
Can't be.
I can be devastated whenever I want to be.
But if you're a player, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't get devastated.
But
It's a game.
Purdue I was impressed with their 35 points.
Yes.
I didn't get to watch enough of the game. I didn't see the replay of the whole game to really see what happened.
And
But they did have the
Hudson
lead.
Card, new quarterback.
When they went. I mean, it's a good win for
I'm
Fresno State.
going. I'm taking Purdue over Va Tech.
Oh my God.
Va
that's
Tech, a
upset.
3-point favorite at home, Lane Stadium against Purdue.
Yeah.
But I don't mind the Purdue take.
Fresno State making that trip to West Lafayette and winning is a sizable achievement. It really is.
UNLV at Michigan. You want to guess the spread there?
39.
I'll say just under that. 32.
37.5.
Okay.
Bill, you're pretty good spreads.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just-
what's the deal
he's
here?
the-
What's the deal? Hey, Bill, what's going on?
What's going on?
Yeah.
No, nothing.
I'm
sorry. That was
Richmond,
inappropriate.
Richmond, Michigan State. Don't care really. UTEP at Northwestern.
I care
What?
deeply. I'll watch the heck out of
The
it.
Miners are 1-point favorites in Evanston tomorrow.
Remember, in the last 4 games, Northwestern has 2 touchdowns.
UTEP bring it on.
Also, we could go back to the Iowa game real quick.
Okay.
No.
Last game, they scored a touchdown on their opening drive. It's the first time it's happened since 1991.
I heard. Yes, I heard. That's incredible.
1991. 30 years.
Why is
Over
that?
30 years.
How is that possible?
How's it possible? So 30 years that it happened, averaging what? 13 games a year.
So, what was it the first touchdown in general or first touchdown pass on an opening drive?
No, first
Okay.
touchdown on an opening drive.
Think about that.
They got some field goals, but since 91, it's the first time they took the ball, drove down, scored, touchdown.
That's 30. I'm 32. That's my birth year. 32 years ago was the last
32
time
years ago.
they actually scored a touchdown in the opening drive of this season.
I
That's
don't-
unbelievable.
I don't like to make fun of them that much because they've been good. I mean, it's been a
They've
good
been good.
program.
But that's just incredible
Right.
stat.
That's
an
great. Thank
incredible
you for that
stat.
stat, Bill.
I wonder if Dabo's going to chime in on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on TikTok.
I showed
TikTok.
Bill, which we talked about the AI clip. It looks like Dabo said he's making fun of Brian Ferentz.
I gotta think
not
Dabo
real,
has
though.
a problem with that.
He should. We said what have happened to us. Something like somebody could say something about us in some capacity. Use
Yeah.
AI to match it up, and they'd say, "Well, yeah, you didn't say it. There's video. You said it. That wasn't real video."
Well,
"Oh,
the
it wasn't
problem
real video."
that gets you with these things is you have the thing with where Bob Stoops actually did the live what they call cameos.
Yeah.
About Brian Ferentz.
He did.
He got duped.
Fran McCaffrey did it too.
Yeah,
the Iowa basketball
Well,
coach got duped about his own football coach.
You can turn
So
that.
when things happen,
Brian,
like that,
okay.
sometimes you got to lead the family business.
Can't you turn the AI thing around? Like just now, when I said "screw you, Iowa fans," like I said, I didn't say that. I got AI'd. People made it up.
Good luck with that. Yeah.
People made that. I didn't say that.
Wes wants me
That
to
wasn't
put
me.
Wes wants me to put that in the open now.
Let's
And
not
Steve
do that.
Sipple. If you're an Iowa fan, screw you.
That'll come up in about 11 weeks. That was going to come up. That'll be our lead for the. Lead
Hopefully
for
forgotten.
The last real game of interest in the Big Ten this week, Wisconsin at Washington State.
Yeah, big.
Great game.
Badgers 6-point favorites trying to avenge last year's loss to Washington.
What do you think?
Well, I think that's like a pick 'em. I think that's.
Do you?
Who did Washington State? I'm not sure they beat in the opener.
I'll check.
But they look pretty good. And I'm telling you right now, the Palouse, tough place to play.
They beat Colorado State 50-24 in the opener.
Scored 50
on the road
and that's Jay Norvell on the road, and that's Jay's second year there, not his first year. It's his year 2.
You think that's a pick'em game?
Yes,
Wisconsin, Washington State.
Yes, I want Wisconsin to win, but I would say that. But I would say Washington State could easily win that game.
Well, Washington State and Oregon State have just taken it into shorts on all this realignment.
They're still playing good football.
Yeah, they are, but they're out. They're just out on their own.
There are, they talked about that the head coach at Oregon State makes $5 million a year.
Jonathan Smith.
Their TV money from the Mountain West will be $4 million a year.
Oh,
so it's like and they'll probably lose the coach over because Jonathan Smith has all kinds of options.
Yeah.
So somebody's gonna be like, you know what, I can't stay here. I have to go someplace else.
He is an alum. He did play.
He did play.
He's got some tie-ins to Oregon State.
But that's a tough one to tie into.
Understood.
When that happens, when you know that your squad doesn't have the same abilities to match. It'd be like this. It's like being low on scholarships. It's just like, what are you gonna do? I don't know.
They're at a disadvantage.
When we come back, song of the day and aging gracefully on early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's not when a man wakes up and says, I feel the best I have in years. We hear this all the time at Limitless Mail. And it can happen to you when you go to Limitless Mail and get a blood test to see what your body is missing. That's how simple it is. Schedule a free consult with Limitless Mail. Discuss your symptoms. Do the blood test. If your lab results say you're low in testosterone, we can fix that. It's just a number. You can feel your best again. Just ask Limitless Mail.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers, check. Chips, check. Icy cold beer, check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Beer's cheese spread? I can't stop eating it. Relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores.
Tailored Lights is your go-to local manufacturer and installer of the best landscape lighting. Tailored Lights is excited to highlight the architecture of your home or business and provide a warm environment that feels safe. And for those outside the Lincoln area, they do ship across the country and are happy to work with anyone near or far with lights anywhere from 18 inches to 110 inches. Enhance your curb appeal with an exquisite tailored light today. Call 402-432-2572 or go to tailoredlights.com.
Hot tub season is here, and to celebrate, Bonsall Pool and Spa has a labor sale so good that they're offering a week just a new High Life Collection or Limelight Collection spa and receive a free step and cover lifter from now until September 11th. Stock will go fast, so hurry in and claim your new spa today. It's the labor sale from September 1st through the 11th. Bonsall Pool and Spa at 33rd and Highway 2 or at bonsallpool.com. If you struggle with joint pain, there's news. You don't need full help. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical option for moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from states because of an effective. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any backyard landscaping project, and you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-71.
There's a buzz in the air at Canton. Drivers fight to move on to the Next round of the playoffs. NASCAR Playoffs weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 8th through the 10th. Get your tickets today at kansasspeedway.com.
Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness specialize in getting rid of people's pain quickly and permanently. For 31 years, they've been extremely successful with advanced techniques in pain relief using spinal adjustments and decompression, detoxification, diet, and lifestyle modification. They are fully equipped to handle the most seasonal athlete, weekend warrior, car accidents, strains, sprains, and more. Is there anywhere you're experiencing pain on your body, or are you fighting decreased energy and depression? Consult Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness first at 402-476-8619.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
The Bash's sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're a big tough? If you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you voice your music choices.
I think would generate passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day, an early break on 93.7 The Ticket and the Ticket FM.
Nebraska is going through in Denver, but Bob Seeger says, get out of Denver. Get out of Denver.
Again, Jake.
Bob
Play
Seeger.
the whole damn thing.
I wish I could. 1974. 464-5851 is bad.
I had
10 is
forgot
good.
about that song.
Text your rating in the song.
Oh, my
Song
Lord.
of the day. Oh, I did it for the the Colorado theme. Get out of Denver.
You want
That's
to
a
talk
great
about?
song,
I'm
though.
telling you right. If I'm driving right now, so I'm just like I said.
Thank you, Chief.
Let's say that I'm somewhere.
We're out of breath right now.
Oh, I am.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
just
jamming here.
all of a sudden you're out by Gothenburg or someplace in the area. I mean, if I was driving 72, I'd been driving 92
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been like it just passing cars. Oh, that was
I
incredible.
don't understand, Jake. You like sometimes you just surprise the hell out of me.
Well, I did it for the theme of Denver, and it's a great song. Number one, it's a great song. Number two, yeah, it fits the theme of the weekend. Get out of Denver. Hopefully, get out of Denver with a win.
That one line got me. Get out of Denver because you just look like look just like a commie.
I heard the commie line in there.
And you might just be a member. Interesting.
Interesting radio.
The Jake, what a home run you just hit.
That was incredible.
God, that upper deck. You went upper deck.
Yeah, that's a bat flip.
My left
That's a
ball.
bat.
You
That's a
can bat flip all day.
Yeah, on that one. No one's saying a word to you. Yes.
What is it? Sometimes you just like I don't know. Sometimes you come with songs where I'm just like, what the hell?
Upbeat song about Colorado.
yeah.
Bob
I
Seger.
forgot he sang that.
It's a good song.
I don't know if that's him originally.
If you look at the YouTube page, people say, I forgot about how awesome this song.
I did.
Yeah. All the quotes are,
Oh.
this song, I forgot.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Same thing.
amazing
It's just kind of went by. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I hate to give it a 10, but
Oh, if you don't, I'll take a swing at you.
Are you gonna hit me?
I'm gonna take a swing.
You're gonna hit me in the throat.
I'm gonna hit you and throat punch you.
All right, I'll give it a 10. I don't want to get hit in the throat, but that, Jake, I'm really impressed. Thank you.
12.
12.
I know it's impossible, but it's just let it be said that was incredible.
That song began and Bill said, "Oh my God!"
Yeah,
And
yeah.
went right to the guitar and
Yes.
drums. You know,
Oh, that was.
I mean, I always thought
Talk
maybe
about juice.
I always thought maybe Ramblin' Gamblin' Man
Yeah.
by Seeger had the most juice, but I think Get Out of Denver has.
it does not stop. It doesn't stop.
And Ramblin' Gamblin' Man is incredible.
It's incredible.
It's incredible.
That was when he was really young,
Yeah.
by the way. He was like a young dude when that song came out.
Imagine going to see Bob Seger hearing those two songs.
Oh God, how fun would that be?
So when did Seeger? This is 74. When was he starting off?
Okay. Well, by the way, Ramblin' Gamblin' Man was 69.
Okay,
was it?
All right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
1969. I never would have. I know when I started listening to it, he was just a young man.
This is probably the happiest I've been in the last 40 years today.
Whoa.
Okay, now wait a second. That is beautiful to hear that.
Yes, this is
Thank
the
you.
happiest I've been in the last 40
And
years.
Jake, we're sharing this with you.
This is amazing. I'm a
Yeah.
part
We're
of this.
sharing
Yeah.
I helped. I made it happen.
I did.
Actually.
You
I
did.
made it happen.
You did.
Yes, because Get Out of Denver and then obviously my awesome wife.
Yeah,
Those two
yeah.
things.
Better get Laura in this
Yeah,
conversation quick.
I got that in quick.
Yeah,
Good
get
Lord,
that in
listening.
quick.
Good catch.
Yeah.
Got that in
Maybe
real
we get a
fast.
couple of your kids in there.
Yeah, and Sydney, Olivia.
I mean, I appreciate it, but I feel a little uncomfortable.
Before I get to the ratings, legal idea real quick. Hang on 1 second.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
From the text line, 9.9 from Grant in the bottoms. We got Sandmaster 7.7. Harper and Henley's dad a 3. Come on.
Oh my God.
Give that a 3.
Oh my God.
Notorious
Okay.
BIB 8.5.
Okay.
We've got Scott and Bancroft also 8.5. Jennifer 8.5. Hubby 7.4.
I knew
Shocking.
they got that. No, they got
Shocking
pretty
with
good.
hubby
Going lower than
from
that.
like mid 70s Pender.
Yep.
It didn't that doesn't. I thought
and,
that
that, and they're Motown. They like Motown. I mean,
Yeah,
Seeger's
they do.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Seeger's Detroit.
Mike and Dalton a 2.5. Who in Columbus, Bill?
Bird.
9. I got
Bird gave it a 9.
Gave it a 9.
Hard grader.
Jason gives it a 100 out of 10 with the word banger after that.
Banger.
It's a banger.
It's a
right
banger.
there. Pops in Minnesota a 10. Jake and Hickman 7.9. Corey and Lincoln an 8. That's high for Corey.
It is.
That's high for Corey.
It is.
Let's
Corey's
see.
a hard
It's
grader.
stuff
too.
they might start like their second, if you're they're like about mid concert and that thing would just go
Ooh.
off. It would just go
Ooh.
off.
I got a 10 from somebody else.
Somebody
Unnamed
got 10
texter.
from somebody. Jake, right now, it doesn't matter. You hit such a
I
heater
don't know.
today.
You can't stop me right now.
yeah.
By the way, it was Jaden who delivered the gifts.
Jaden, I
Nelson
have the hat on,
Thompson.
Jaden. I have the hat
I'm
on.
gonna
thinking about
I'm
wearing
gonna
the-
guess Josh's score
Josh,
real quick.
9-9.
I'm going 9-8.
Yeah, he liked
9-8.
that. 9-8.
9-2. That's a good
Okay.
score, Josh. Good
I
score.
love Josh's shirt, his jersey.
He's got the Khalil Mack jersey on
Sweet.
today.
I'm like, I liked it, but I should be a 51.
Oh,
That's Butkus.
Butkus.
Yeah.
Old school Bill. Bill's old school.
I know. Well, I know that.
Remember the Saturday Night Live thing? I like Ditka. That was so. I like Ditka. The Bears. I like Ditka.
By the way, the 40-year thing, this is a happy he's been in 40 years. I'm thinking about Ron and Sharon in this conversation. too. Ron and Sharon, we apologize. We'll discuss this
Win the
later.
national championship.
not as good as. Not as good as.
All these dead oars are on.
Just below the Get Out of Denver song in early break. It's great. Okay, well, before we get to break, it is time for Aging
Oh, yeah, we
Gracefully.
got to do this. We got to do this.
Sponsored by our friends,
We got to do this.
Novotny Nutrition and Wellness.
Yeah, we're going to address.
Hang on, real quick. This would be like Sipple is the comedian following Seinfeld. Just after that
Good luck.
song. Good luck. Enjoy. We can't wait to hear this.
Well, I just want to address real quick something we've talked about, and that is the sleeping in public.
Okay.
I'm going to try to curtail it gracefully, but there's complicated discussion like a plane. You are in public in a plane,
Which you're on today.
But I go right to sleep on a. I think
You are.
okay, but not in the terminal. Think bad look to be sleep. I think I'm always amazed by the people who curl up on the ground.
The one that go to the ground. The most amazing ones. The one that you say, okay,
I'm gonna lay or I'm gonna take
Like, really? Really?
3 seats and laid.
Yeah.
No blankets, just
Nothing.
curled up. I don't think as a 57-year-old I should be doing that. I think if you guys came upon me in the Detroit airport or wherever and saw me laying on the ground,
I'd shake my head and say,
that's not aging gracefully.
I agree.
Not aging gracefully.
I've always wanted to run up to one of those people and just shake him like, "Hey, your flight's boarding."
But I think,
calling your name.
But I think in the plane it's okay. Now, we all do a little. We dabble in public speaking. We know, and I noticed yesterday. I'm not even going to say the town because I don't want to incriminate anybody. But there were sleepers. A couple guys slept during
your speech. Must have been riveting.
Jake, help me.
You must have not done any sound effects
Jake,
to wake them up.
You have mentioned to me that you've spoke.
You brought it up first, though. You
But
mentioned,
So you guys have both gave speeches with people asleep.
That's what I'm saying.
That's incredible.
There's some different
Now,
ages out here, Bill.
But
taking a nap at lunchtime.
Right. We're trying to age gracefully. Just try to fight it off. If there's a speaker over the lunch hour, I know it's really tempting to eat your lunch and take a nap. That's what we all do. We all want to do.
Yeah.
But there's times where you just say, all right, I'm going to stave this off until I get home. I'm going to listen to the speaker. I'm going to
fight the nap.
Instead of just nodding off in front of everybody, including the speaker. I'm going to try to curtail sort of behavior. I mean, I could sleep anywhere. I can. I could sleep in classes. I used to look forward to class because I could get some sleep. But I am 57 and I'm going to be mindful of places where I speak in public. I work at a place, and I don't want to say where, in the parking lot. And this is included. Every day there's a guy that takes a nap in his car. And I don't think it's great. I see him, his mouth's agape,
snoring?
He's got the seat back. I can't hear it because the windows are up, but he might be. I don't know. But I'm not going to do that even. If I have to sleep in my truck, if I do it, I'm going to find a spot that's pretty secluded.
Okay. Well,
aging gracefully.
That's pretty good aging gracefully advice today, sponsored by Novotny Nutrition.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Absolutely.
We'll take that.
Pretty
Take
good.
that as a win.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Screw you.
Iowa, screw you. Iowa State, screw you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Top of the hour.
I'll
next.
bet they don't care.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's football season in Nebraska, and that means coaches are busy making game plans. I'm Eric Hagan with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no two opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, we understand no two cases are the same. You're facing a DUI, criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault. We tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. Liberty Law's relentless trial attorneys serve all of Nebraska. To learn more, visit libertylawnebraska.com. That's libertylawnebraska.com.
This is Brian at Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2008, and we're excited to open a second location in January 2024 at 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Our new branch will provide all the convenient services you're looking for in a bank, along with the friendly staff we're known for. Whether you're starting a business or expanding your business, for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FDIC.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown. If you're looking for an auto repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business in your vehicle. We have SE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answer.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm getting something. Wait a second. Where's the Fuhrer's cheese spread? I can't stop Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores.
It's August, and that means summer is winding down and the kids are back to school with lots of fall activities coming up. All great things, but also cause lots of stress. Instead of letting your nerves get the best of you and cause uncomfortable tightness, get ahead of it all with a massage from The Body Shop. The Body Shop in Lincoln is your place for all types of massages. Deep tissue, hydrating, sports, Swedish, hot stone, aroma, and more. And don't forget about their couples massages. Book your appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop at 48th and A. Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and a or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's be honest and do it. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
When it comes to tackling your fall project, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you. Tailored Lights is your go-to local manufacturer and installer of the escape lighting. Tailored Lights is excited to highlight the architecture of your home or business and provide a warm environment that feels safe. And for those outside the Lincoln area, they do ship across the country and are happy to work with anyone near or far with lights anywhere from 18 inches to 110 inches. Enhance your curb appeal with visit Tailored 02-432-2572 or go to tailoredlights.com.
Lincoln.
I overslept. I'm rooster dude. Bro.
It's Todd Farrell, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to hour 2 on a Friday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Fun first hour. Hour 2 sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank, member FDIC, location in Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. New location coming to 70th and Pioneers. And is there a special travel?
No, he's out today.
He's out.
Steve is out today. He had to come down to he's in Lincoln. And he is giving a presentation to the Nebraska National Bankers Association. Yes, correct. He's giving a presentation on how to build business. Because right now they are crushing it. He invented FDIC. He protects all the banks around the world.
So there'll be a lot of people.
A lot of people.
You
there.
know what?
Is it at PBA?
I think it's a PBA.
I had a text in the first hour.
We're expecting 19 large.
Regarding Steve Schindler, I had a text in the first hour I want to get to here.
Okay.
About 6:19, about an hour
6:19.
ago. Someone says, I met the famous Steve Schindler yesterday at a banking conference.
As I told you, see?
Great guy. He was voted Banker of the Year for an 8th consecutive year. Remember FDIC?
He's on a Saban-like run.
He's a Saban-esque. He's Saban-esque.
He doesn't have enough fingers for all his rings.
No, he doesn't. He's
He
just
just
growing
needs belts now. He's
growing
gotta have
business.
Different things.
Yes.
For
God, Schindler.
Yes.
Incredible.
FDIC, Midwest Banks. Incredible.
Yeah. Can he stop by the show?
Be nice to have him stop by the show.
No, he's too big.
Someone says, Nyla says, listening with the kids this morning, and the youngest is mocking Jake. What a great morning. What are you doing to mock me?
Why are they mocking Jake?
What did I do?
Yeah, he played the guitar, played the air guitar.
I played Get Out
Really-
of Denver. Nyla,
Baby,
please,
go.
Nyla, please tell me in what fashion the child is mocking me.
Maybe they're mocking me and they think I'm Jake. Maybe that's what it is.
No.
Oh no,
It's definitely
no,
definitely
it's
me. Definitely me. Please confirm.
Maybe they're
that.
Creighton fans.
Could be.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, then screw them. They lost to
Wow,
Nebraska
wow,
in
wow.
volleyball.
Well, you
know?
can't even start with the screw them deal. That's came in. You came
Screw Iowa, screw
yeah,
Iowa State.
yeah.
That's what you.
That
had
was
right
not
now.
me.
That was you.
No, that was not Bill. That was not Bill.
Eric,
I'm protecting Bill.
And once I bring up mocking, who chimes in back to back?
Who?
Eric.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Mississippi Mud Dog, who both are mockers of me.
They're
which is fine.
mockers.
I could take it.
What they say?
Jake says Jake deserves a good mocking.
Meet the Mockers.
Yeah.
The movie, not Meet the Fockers.
And Mud Dog says the kid is probably just whining like Jake. He does it all the time.
I don't think Jake's a whiner.
No. Whine that much?
Yeah.
No,
No.
not recently.
No. Sometimes
Not-
you say things that aren't interesting, but other than that, you're fine.
Once in a while.
Other than that, you're fine.
That was an inside joke.
Yes.
Jake, you're doing good.
Thank
Doing
you.
good.
Appreciate
You're dressed
that.
for a trip.
I am.
Short
You
pants.
thought I was going to
I love
Florida
when
for some
Sipple
reason.
says that. It doesn't say you're wearing shorts. It says you're wearing short pants.
You thought I was going to Florida or something.
Yeah.
I said, where are you going?
Where are you going?
I just had a little. I mean, I was scrambling. I was scrambling this morning.
I'm glad you
There's some excited people right now.
Really excited.
people on the road
and nervous.
There's an
Nervous.
excited fan base that's traveling out. That they're an excited fan base.
Okay.
What a game this is going to be.
Well,
Go ahead.
let's get to
into it.
464-5685. Call or text as always. So I know it's very hard for fans to be rational, right? It's hard to be rational when you're watching a sport and a team you love. But I think there's a possibility of an overreaction in both directions for this game. If
For
Nebraska wins, oh my God, forget the Minnesota game. We're back. We're going to go 3-1. We got a chance against Michigan. There's going to be that overreaction of positivity. If they lose and go to 0-2, it's going to say, here we go again. No bowl game. 3-9's coming. That's a fan. That's irrational fans. It's going to happen
for sure.
But what is
100.
what's the rational way to view this, though?
It's the simplest way that we always talk about for both sides. It's never as good as it seems. It's never as bad as it seems. That's the way it is. So whatever you take from Nebraska, whatever you think they did really, really good, probably not quite as good as it seems. Where you thought was really bad, also not near as bad. I'd say the same thing for Colorado.
Yeah.
I'd say the exact same thing. Is that their defense played horrible. They did not play well.
Against
Colorado's
TCU.
defense, they did not play well. And I wouldn't say horrible, but they made a big
pretty
stop
bad.
at the end. It's pretty bad. And they're probably not as bad as what you think. And offensively, to stay on the pace that they just had, how many times are you going to stay on a pace where you have 4 receivers for over 100 yards?
You wouldn't think
It's happened like a handful of times in the history of college football.
Yeah.
And so that's pretty high standard to be able to stay
It
at.
is.
that.
Yeah. Well, if that's a regular
They threw for
occurrence,
5-10.
Yeah, if they throw for 5-10 on a regular basis, they'll win 9 or 10 games.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But I
So
don't
that's
think
what I
gonna
would look at it. It's never as good as it seems. It's never as bad as it seems. And there's always sometimes in life, that's as bad as it seems, but not rarely.
The part of the conversation that I have trouble wrapping my meager brain around is it feels like this is really a really important game in Nebraska. And it's year one of Rhule. Like, is it? I'm not attaching must win. Nobody's
No, I'm
attaching
trying to
must
set a
win.
tone, though.
No.
You know,
It gets more attention because it's also year one of prime. That's why there's much more attention.
The
to
game,
this.
yeah.
It's because of the way the roster was built, and it's his first year. So they're both in their exact everything's status quo. And then you would probably say that Nebraska, if you just talked about, well, who would be ahead? You would think Nebraska would be ahead because of fan base, facilities. It was just building a brand new, $180 million facility.
Right.
There's renovation of the stadium, been sold out since the 60s. There's been a lot more steady things going for the. So when you bring it, you compare the two, you would think right away that this one would be ahead.
Well, not only that, not only in the macro level, but the micro level, in that Nebraska's got a lot of returning players.
Correct.
And Colorado overhauled his roster. And by the way, I mean, a lot of the urgency attached to Nebraska, I think, is about. I mean, there's a lot of players on Nebraska that are very interested in making a bowl game and made that very clear to their head coach. If you start 0-2, now your back is really against the wall in that conversation.
Yep.
And again, you have veteran 9 upperclassmen on offense, 8 upperclassmen on defense. Nebraska starts in their lineups. So it's kind of a win now type scenario. That's probably explains it. It's year one of Rhule. You have to be patient with the process, but there's
and
a lot of players.
And I'm all about the patience. I'm all about not overreacting.
Right.
But there things do take time.
But
But that's just why the comparison is so hot.
Right.
Because they both came at the exact same time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's so different. If college in year 3 would not be the same conversation, not even close. Even if they had 2 bad years, and then this year they had a good first game, conversation wouldn't be close.
Because
it's all based off of they started their start dates at the same time.
Yeah,
and then how the roster was
flipped
was constructed.
Yes. So yeah, overreaction. Of course, there's going to be overreaction.
But again,
I'm
what it's I'm going to get pushback, I'm sure. But what an incredible job by Colorado, because their roster stunk.
It did
last year. How they won the one game, it's a miracle.
They beat Cal
in a miracle game.
Cal was terrible last year too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But still they're a lot better. Just like I said, I said it right away. I go. Colorado will be way better than Minnesota, in my opinion.
You were right.
That's amazing. And Colorado lost last year by an average of 29.1 points
per game.
Hard to do that.
That's
hard to do.
It's horrific.
It's by far the worst. And so Sanders comes in and does what he does. And I mean, we all watched that first game, not expecting what we saw. Maybe Bill did. I didn't expect him to only have 6 penalties for 35 yards and 1 turnover.
Well, if you watch early on, it was TCU was the penalty team.
Yeah.
Colorado was clean.
And you watched it. Colorado had TCU on the heels right away.
Right away.
Didn't expect that.
Looked sharp.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing.
It didn't look like a first-year coach that brought in 68
no palms up to the sideline.
It didn't look like 68 new scholarship players. 68 new scholarship players? A bunch of guys who practiced for the first time with Colorado on August 1st? How do you do that? Well, it's good coaching. It's not just Prime. It's the whole staff.
Attention to detail.
Yeah. They have hired a very good staff.
Yeah, and it's
they also have a great feel for who like this guy. He's a dude. Because I mentioned to you guys off there that Dylan Edwards is in the game as a true freshman. Right before halftime, he fumbles the ball. They go in and score. So true freshman scores. They go to kickoff return. He's in
the game
as the kickoff returner. And then the next series, he was back in on offense. And so they obviously knew level with him. They're like, we have someone here that we need to. Yes, he made a mistake, and then the ball got out. The fumble was one of those bang bang plays. They had to review it whether he was down or not, but it was
right.
And so, but what they did, my take on that is that they knew their roster really well. They knew their roster really, really well. It's like, hey, this guy's our best chance to be able to make some plays,
and he did.
And then he did.
He did.
It responded, and then also, I'm sure it built his confidence up a bunch because he's like, hey, they believe in me, and so I thought that was a really good job of coaching by them knowing their roster really well.
I'll tell you what would be beautiful for Nebraska and its fan base. It's a very loyal fan base. And what would elicit confidence for the team and for the fan base is if Nebraska just flexes in this game and powers their offense down the field regularly, running. Put a fullback in there with a neck roll on. I mean, just
neck roll would be
just put a neck roll on Barrett Liebentritt just for effect.
Boom.
Yeah. Why does that guy have a neck roll on?
Just
he has
scary.
One. Yeah. I mean, just if they can do what we think they're going to try to do and they do it successfully, that would build a lot. Go ahead and overreact on that because it'd be fun. We need a little fun around here.
We could use some fun.
We could use some fun. And the last thing we need is apathy. And if we lose, there'll be some. I've already sensed some apathy. We don't need apathy. I don't want anything to do with apathy. You know what I'm saying?
I do. Well, I think about one of the most fun drives that Nebraska had, and it was a terrible game. Nebraska got killed, but imposing your will in Nebraska. In 2019, Nebraska got spanked in Lincoln by Ohio State 48-7. But they had the drive where they ran.
Yeah.
They ran right at Chase Young, and they got by him.
They're running some options.
They had the pick at the end of the drive, but fans were ecstatic because they were running the ball. They ran option, and they were being effective against a very good defense, a very good team.
Close your eyes.
That was fun.
Remember the stadium? How
it was jacked.
Yeah.
It was loud. Like, oh, yeah, let's go. Come on. That's Nebraska football.
Right.
And they threw a pick, and the drive ended, and the game was out of hand.
100.
But that's a moment of, it's a fun drive in a bad game.
I know, but
why can't we have a fun game in general?
Right.
Full game.
Yeah, think if
not one drive.
Think if there's that sort of flex, and they bully Colorado, and bully them right out of their own stadium. Oh my God!
Also, the anticipation by that crowd from Colorado, when you go into a game and you're expecting fireworks, because they're expecting fireworks. So their offense did it in game one.
Yep.
They're expecting fireworks, and then fireworks don't happen. That can make a crowd real quiet really fast. All of a sudden, it's like, well, we're expecting this. Well, hold it now. What was this? So they'll have opportunities, great opportunities to be able to have success, obviously, against Colorado with the defense that they have.
Here's a text. I'm not sure how you can assess this, but
It's a web blanket.
It's not. It's an unnamed texture. It says, "I don't like Sanders." Didn't say prime. He says not prime.
Okay.
He means
Sanders.
I don't like Sanders, but I think Sanders demanded more of his players than most coaches do.
Yeah, I mean, there's a possibility.
I know the coaching staff, several on the staff, and I know who they are and how he operates. That looked like it was coached by Bobby Bowden. That's what that looked like.
Whoa,
that's what. And it does. I'm not saying more. All I'm saying is it's very demanding, because I think there was a perception out there with some of the conversations of I'm bringing my Louis luggage and those things that it was going to be all about the flash
show,
and
glitz,
and it was all about just the opposite. It was just the opposite, and that is exactly who Barry Switzer was at Oklahoma. Same guy, all about all the flash and how it's like. Remember, he would get under people's, he'd get them all worked up, and the flash of Oklahoma, and then quarterback wore a bandana and all these different things, and watch them practice.
Go after each other.
They were insane practice. It is insane, the competition, and that's why they were so good on the field, because of that.
Yeah.
And so there's a difference in that, in how that. But I think people thought that's what it was going to be, and that's exactly what it wasn't. Because I saw nothing but respectful. I think it's anything different, but I thought their team just looks very, very good as a team. You just watch them. I go watch people practice. I used to always tell our team, I said, the one thing when some other coach comes here, the media comes here, or some parents come here, when they leave, they're going to say, wow, that was incredible watching those guys practice, which means everything you did, how you did it, how organized,
hand the ball to the ref,
how hard you practice, all the little things. And then, and so that's the same thing. When I watched Colorado play, I was like, that's impressive. How they handle everything, how they get lined up, how they're doing their stuff, how their sidelines look. I look at all those things. It was impressive.
Here's a good question here. Someone says, how does the Nebraska offense replicate Colorado's offensive in practice? How do you do that in practice? You don't have the same guys that they have.
No, you do have some speed.
Yeah,
freshman receivers.
You'll have some guys that can run.
Yeah,
you can do it good.
Yeah.
And the other thing you have to understand is that in general, there's probably certain places you that, but in general, it's never replicated the same for whoever you're playing. Doesn't matter who you're playing. It's like, well, hockey, all the scout team is way better than Northern Illinois team. That's not true. Northern Illinois has got good players, so it's hard to replicate whoever you're playing against. I guess it's just hard to be able to do. The tempo is where you have to really work at it.
But you can whip up the tempo in practice.
Yeah, you can do tempo. There's several ways
they
to
can run
do
tempo.
It. Yep.
You can. I don't think that's now this is just my opinion. I've never coached the game. I did play midget football in Columbus.
Yep.
I don't
football.
Yeah, fullback. And I didn't.
You have a neck roll?
I didn't have a neck roll because
do some chop blocks.
No, I shouldn't say just fullback. I played running back too.
So anyway. Dotted the I. He dotted the I. Sipple dots the I. I can hear Lyle Bremser calling it out right now.
I don't think that they can replicate what Colorado does. I don't think the preparations you can have adequate preparation. You got speed.
Colorado was not very complicated formation wise, and that comes down because how fast they're playing. So if you're trying to get the ball snap fast, you can't change multiple formations. A lot of them are same as formations, and so there wasn't a lot of difficulty in that area. The difficulty was when the ball was snapped.
Yes.
Pre-snap, it's not that difficult.
That will be the challenge.
The challenge when the ball is snapped and that quarterback has the ball in his hands. And they've got 4 guys out there, or 3 to 4, however they have lined up there, and then the running back with Dylan Edwards. There's guys at every spot that potentially can score.
Yeah.
Also, they can be, and I always say can score when the coaching's over. When that means, hey, the play is this, like that. We got you the play. The play was designed to get you the ball for 4 or 6 yards for and then like 4-2, Dylan Edwards turns it up for a 44-yard touchdown.
Right.
That play was not designed to get a 44-yard touchdown.
That's a dude.
He
being
beat
a
a
dude.
guy.
Yeah.
He beat a guy.
So
he beat a guy on the outside.
I always say there's a lot of times, guys, when the coaching's over. When the ball snapped, coaching's over.
Yeah. Yep. I'll tell you what. Nebraska has veteran players on defense. I think they can handle this.
Play the song again.
Get out of Denver.
Get out of Denver.
You missed
You
it
look
on
like
the
just a
podcast.
commie.
When-
You might just be a member.
When we come back, Lee Sterling, Paramount Sports, games of the weekend, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Is this you? You feel the same every day, and it's not good. You may think there's a magic pill that can fix you. There isn't. Limitless Male has found that the majority of men who admit they feel bad are suffering with low testosterone, which can cause these symptoms: low energy, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, low libido. Sound familiar? Get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. Your first consult is free. Insurance accepted.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread? I can't stop eating it. Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores.
Honey, wake up.
What? Tom, it's 5 a.m.
Help me find my keys. I got to get to a Nebraska lottery retailer early before they run out of bucks. I really want to win one of the 8 new Ford F-150 XLT Super Crew flex fuel trucks they're giving away.
Tom, we've talked about this. Trucks and Bucks is the Nebraska Lottery's most popular scratch game. So tickets are going to be around for quite a while, and it doesn't matter what time of day you buy them. Do you stand? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so get back in bed.
As soon as I get back.
From where?
I've got to get to a Nebraska lottery retailer early before they run out of breakfast burritos. Yeah, breakfast burritos.
For $10 from the Nebraska Lottery, you could win one of 8 2000 Ford F-150 XLT Super Crew Flex Fuel trucks. Ford F-150 is a registered trademark owned and licensed by Ford Motor Company. Top prize odds 1 in 336,000.
An energy tip from LES. Schedule a furnace or heat pump check to ensure your heating system runs at its peak efficiency before winter arrives. Learn more easy ways to save at les.com.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that's set apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their care family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. Healthier furry friends.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career, or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any backyard landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
We're on the air. Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You never know what you're going to get in the show, and we found a neck roll in DP's office. Now, DP told me to grab it for Sip, so if you're watching in the video
Sipple's
stream,
got it on.
Sip does have a neck roll on. He's ready for action this weekend in Colorado.
He's our fullback.
He's our fullback.
He's our fullback.
I'm lead blocker.
You are. And we are joined now on the Honda of Lincoln hotline.
Is it a good look? I'm going to the airport.
Lee Sterling, Paramount Sports. Lee, good morning, man. You ready for week 2 of college football?
I am. And purposely, we're not doing the Dolphins-Chargers game. Need to win the first game, then we'll get on the Dolphins. All right.
That's fine.
All right,
I'm already
okay.
on the Dolphins, Lee. I'm feeling going to win the game, but I understand.
I do too, but just want to wait until we go up 1-0 and get some positive momentum.
I respect that. Let's get through the games here, Lee. Big one in the Big Ten on the road for the Badgers, who are 1-0. The Badgers 6-point favorites at Washington State, a team they lost to last season, Lee.
Amazingly, they held the ball for 38 of the 60 minutes and lost that game. So a little payback for last year's Wazoo win over Whiskey in Madison here. But last year's offense was broken for Wisconsin. Graham Mertz out, Tanner Mordecai in. Didn't have a great first game, but I think he'll come around. I like the fact that Luke Fickell brought over 2 offensive linemen, best 2 linemen from Cincy, with the 3 holdover offensive linemen here. I think Braylon Allen's going to have a big game again here. I like Wisconsin here. I mean, Wazoo beat up on Colorado State. Colorado State is a bottom feeder. Whiskey, 35-24.
35-24 Badgers cover the spread and win. Alabama 7-point favorite against Texas. Great game last year, Lee. Another good game again this year.
Well, Alabama's going to be forewarned. I mean, no matter what they said, I think they were a little overconfident coming into that game. This August, I mean, we expected to hear talk about a quarterback controversy in Alabama. Not the case. Jalen Milroe from day one was the guy. Always a good runner. Improved his passing. Quinn Ewers just can't hit on any plays down the field more than 15, 20 yards. Partially his fault, throwing on his back foot early and often. And the offensive line, not great pass protection. He got hit by Rice guys hard. I mean, really hard, 6 or 7 times here. And I think without Bijan Robinson keeping Bama honest here, can only be one way here. 2 words, roll Tide, Alabama, 34-24.
34-24.
That's a
Crimson
beautiful sound.
Tide over Texas.
Thank
by
you for
Lee
that.
Sterling, Paramount Sports. Lee, moving on. Another Big Ten game. Iowa, a 4-point favorite against Iowa State in the Cy-Hawk battle.
Well, last 4 years, average score, only 28 points scored. So I don't expect these 2 teams here to all of a sudden bust out. But Iowa State can run a little, but Iowa can run and pass now, believe it or not. So I like the addition here of McNamara quarterback, using the running backs, Caleb Johnson, more as a runner, LaShawn Williams, more as the receiver here. And I just think that Iowa, just a little bit more stuff. The score last week also a little deceiving. They controlled the game from early until the end against Utah State here. Don't go to the fridge too often here. Iowa, 17-10.
Low-scoring game. Hawkeyes win. The game we care about, Nebraska in Boulder, going to be a very, very highly watched game at 11 a.m., 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Buffalo's 3-point favorite after their upset win at TCU. Lee, do you see them following suit in week 2?
Well, I was a little surprised, to be honest with you. I think anyone, if they told you they saw Colorado winning, they're probably lying. Deion's kid looked really good at quarterback. Travis Hunter, insane, playing almost 130 plays, 11 catches, over 100 yards, a touchdown, an interception. Probably should have had a second. But for Nebraska here, they're lucky. They get to see pretty much the entire playbook, so they'll know what to expect a lot more than TCU. And also what's overlooked here is that Colorado defense gave up 42 points in 262 yards rushing to TCU. I think down the road we're going to say TCU wasn't that great. As long as Jeff Sims doesn't turn the ball over 3 times, I think Nebraska's the right side. And also the 2 extra days to prepare for the Cornhuskers. Big advantage here. A lot of ups and downs for the Cornhuskers, but they're coming up here. I like Nebraska, 31-28.
We would be very happy if that was the score. We'd be very happy. 2 more, Lee. NFL Bears are a 1-point favorite against Jordan Love and the Packers. The first game without Aaron Rodgers for the Packers.
Yeah, I mean, Green Bay's dominated this series. They've won 13 of the last 14. I know Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback for everyone, but, I just think that we're going to see Jordan Love do a competent job. I think they have the better roster than Chicago here, better offensive and defensive lines. Chicago picked up a center and is starting him. Picked him up 2 weeks ago here. So I think that Justin Fields is going to be really good, but he's still 5-20 straight up, 8-16 here against the spread in his 25 starts here. Wrong team favorite, Green Bay, 28-24.
Last one, Lee. Notre Dame 7-point favorites against NC State on Saturday.
Yep, they want to get that game for free. Just call 800-400-9741. Again, the number 800-400-9741 will give you that game for free. And like I said, starting off the season great. You want to get involved. Our first 40 to 50 unit selection goes this Sunday. How do you get it? Just one place, ParamountSports.com.
Lee, always great stuff. Thanks for the time. We will chat with you again next week.
Thanks, guys.
Lee Sterling, Paramount Sports is your guest there.
That was good.
Well, he had to be quick because we were late
quick.
getting to him. So, quick, we'll get to the recap and then Bill's Thrills. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we got to go.
I know, because you got to catch your flight here.
No, we got to get to Bill's Thrills.
I know. You have a neck roll on. You look good with the neck roll.
The neck roll looks incredible.
Quick recap of the picks. Lee has Wisconsin covering 6 points, beating Washington State 35-24. Has Bama covering 7, winning 34-24.
Roll Tide.
And Sip says
Roll Tide.
Just like Bill. Yep, 34-24. Iowa 17-10, covering the 4 points against Iowa State.
How about that?
They'll be gambling.
I wonder if they called Lee.
They may have.
Advice.
He has Nebraska winning outright at Colorado, 31-28. He says as long as Jeff Sims doesn't turn the ball
How
over.
about that? He picks Nebraska.
Be nice to have that.
You're nervous, aren't you, Jay?
You should be nervous. Yeah. I don't want to be 0-2. Again, not going to be irrational, but still, even rational fans would say 0-2 sucks. That's not fun.
For sure.
Packers 28-24 over the Bears. Sorry, Josh. We'll see if that's true or not. And if you want the Notre Dame NC State pick, 800-400-9741 or ParamountSports.com. Let's get to Bill's Thrills on a Friday. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
bonanza.
Right. Thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
All right. It is Friday. Bill was gone yesterday, so we did Jake's Takes yesterday for Bill.
You did good on that.
But it is Bill's Thrills Freaky Friday.
I lost you on the podcast during that time, so I didn't get to hear that.
I just said
he had parenting tip.
I said it's the game 1 of the NFL season. There's no bedtime. The bedtime is when the game is go to bed before the first game's over, which was a great game. Lions 21, Chiefs 20 last night.
There should never be bedtimes. Ever. Kids just figure it out on their own. They'll go to bed.
You understand?
You know what Gigi's bedtime is? What? Doesn't have one. You know what she does? When she's tired, she goes to bed. She might be asleep at 8:30, might be 10:30, whichever one.
She's like a wolf.
Yeah.
She's like an animal.
She's an Apollinaire dancer, I'll tell you that. And the dance team Lincoln East is at home this weekend. So tonight I will be part at the Lincoln East.
You
game.
will?
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Supporting the Apollinaires.
Man, are you going to give it a halftime speech?
Yeah, you have to. Remember the time I told you I was going to halftime to talk to the
Pender
basketball? You're like, oh, really? I still had to go. I'm like, really? You think I went in?
It's like, I'm not talking,
I'm not talking to the Tender
I thought it would be a
girls
good idea
basketball
for you
team.
to do it.
All right, callers, be ready. We have first-time fanatical football fan caller. We had this last Friday.
We did.
First time. So it has to be a first-time caller. So get Chris from the Baldwin Shop, you're out. So it's the first caller, the first-time fanatical football fan caller. Calling. I'd love if it was someone coming from Boulder. That would be incredible.
If you've never called the show before, you have a question for Bill or the group.
Fanatical.
Fanatical.
This is your chance.
This is a fanatical caller. a chance to call in. So I thought I'd change up.
I like this idea.
402
We're going to take the 13th caller. Now we'll just take the first caller.
First caller. If you're out there, you never called the show, you're nervous.
Show's taking a dive a little
It's
bit.
just for you.
Tell them the number again, Jake.
402.
Begged them to call.
464 5685. There we go.
We have a
there we go.
call.
Here it comes.
There we go.
Now we hope it's the
I
first
should have
time
said this.
caller.
I should have preempted this so people were ready ahead of time.
No,
so
it's
we
okay.
didn't take the 13th caller. We just took the first caller.
No, it's lighting up like a
we
Christmas
could
tree.
say, we could say it's the 13th caller
could
and make
say
it
that,
sound
yes.
better, Bill.
Yes.
Josh is getting the information right
Josh
now.
is getting information right
You
now.
know, we need a
I'm
question.
trying to think who called last week. I do remember, was it Scott or something? I called last week.
Can't remember. It's a very good.
Somebody had a good question last week. It was a first-time call we'd never had before.
Yeah, I mean, people have to formulate a question in their head, so it might take a little bit.
Yeah,
do.
some things are coming
They
up.
do.
I tell you, there was something that Lee Sterling said that was incredible. Okay,
Scooter.
hold it. Is this our scooter?
I don't know if it's the scooter.
Is it our scooter from Roca? Okay, let's go to it.
Scooter, you're on the early break. Go ahead, man.
I'm here.
Go ahead,
Scooter.
What do you got for a question for a Scooter?
What's that?
Do you have a question for Bill at all? Do you have a question you want to get answered?
Any
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
what's the temperature in Pender today?
That's what Scooter went with. 69.
Thanks.
69 right now.
Appreciate that.
Thanks,
That's about
Scooter.
right.
Thank you, Scooter. Thank
could
you.
be.
Appreciate that. But what
That could be.
Sterling said was really incredible was with and everything's even, which this game is very even.
This Nebraska game.
Nebraska game is very even. So then when it comes down to the two extra bonus days of practice or preparation is huge.
Oh wow.
It's a big difference when everything's even. If things aren't even, so let's just say it's UNLV going to Michigan, they have two extras. Not really that big of a deal like that. But now things are even. So they got to put their game to rest before Colorado even played their first game.
And that's and you judge that to be significant.
That's significant. The other one is when everything's even.
Okay.
How you wake up. It's a 10 a.m. kick. How you wake up, how you get going right away in the morning, how you get your day started, how the trip is to the hotel, all those things. That's a big deal.
Is it really?
It's a big deal.
People
all right.
don't think about that.
now.
Okay.
Now we have an actual. We got a call.
Okay, Max. All right.
Max.
Oh,
you're
it's
on early
lit
break.
up
Yeah,
like a
now it's
Christmas
Max.
tree.
Go ahead. What's your question, Max?
Hey, question is Colorado's speed on offense on the outside, is that something Nebraska really isn't going to be able to handle on defense? And if they are going to be able to handle it, what then is the biggest issue that Nebraska might face in this game?
Oh, great
Okay,
question.
Max. Thank you. That's a good
Max.
first-time caller from Max.
Nebraska, all the players that are playing in the game have seen that type of speed. And they have really good speed. So that is not a shot at Colorado, but they have seen it. They've seen it in games. They have seen it in practice. So they're not going to go out there and all of a sudden go, "Whoa, this is so different."
Right.
No, they're gonna be like, "No." And also, they have film now. I mean, TCU got caught a little bit too. They got caught without seeing any film. Yes, they could go back and watch Sean Lewis coach, and he was the head coach at Kent State. They go back and watch those games, but they got caught a little bit. And now you have film on each one of these guys. I would imagine if in this particular game, I would have spent probably very little time except for some form of unusuals. Unusuals means crazy formations, unbalanced, trickeries, all that stuff. That's what I'm looking for from Kent State. Other than that, I'm studying one game. And if I'm a Nebraska defender, I've studied my matchup. You get to know your matchup so well. So you've studied your matchup so well on what they do, when they're going fast, what's going to happen, what routes does he have, some sort of little giveaways or some pluses that you can pick up from that. And you have more time to do that with the 2+ days because now when they came back into restart, when Colorado was talking about their TCU game, Nebraska was talking about the Colorado game. So they're up on them by 2 days. So you get
I never thought of that.
They get more rest. Or at that, they get more preparation time, and things are. I say the word even, but no one's going into this game. You saw what guy that does this for a living, right? Was 31-28.
That was
the
Nebraska.
points are like 2, right? So it's not one of the things where it's 37-point difference. So how we wake up these 2 days? No, that doesn't matter then. When things are on an even scale, it really matters, and they have seen that type of talent from other players. That a lot of those guys played against players last year.
I wish we would have had this discussion earlier in the week because I could have written what Bill's saying.
Yes, could have written.
Damn it!
Without saying
Without
a word,
crediting.
without crediting me whatsoever.
Just word for word.
Yeah.
Just trying to
So
remember what Bill
they
said.
so they
Son of a gun.
The only time you're ever that I've always felt thinking that you were behind the 8 ball speed wise was when you were playing a very good team and things again were even. So when I was at Utah and we were in the Mountain West Conference at that time, and we'd be playing Air Force, the triple option. You couldn't simulate. All of a sudden, like the first series, it's like, oh, what just happened? Yeah, I mean, it was just like, oh, I mean,
I hope you didn't make that face on the sideline.
They catch the camera. Get Busch over there.
Yeah.
Coach.
Oh, yeah. And that's how fast it happens and things are going.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that's where it
Fascinating.
changes. So
Another caller.
We don't have time for another call.
Oh, fine out loud, Jake.
gosh,
Well, you got to get your flight.
thanks for
Get the
calling in,
game.
Scooter, and checking the temperature
And
up there
Max.
in Titletown.
Max.
Yes.
69 in Titletown. Degrees.
Oh, now Scott wants to call.
Okay, Scott, keep it real quick. We're on a time crunch.
First time caller.
Scott,
First
go
time
ahead.
caller.
What's your question, Scott?
Sounds good. Last week, I was really pleased with our conditioning. It seemed like we had the Gophers in the fourth quarter. We were pushing them around. Everything looked good with conditioning. How's it going to look this coming week or in a couple of days? Mile High Air.
Same. It'll be the same. I've just never been through from coaching out there numerous times. There was never a time when I remember being on the side being like, "What do we get? Call timeout. Call timeout." Our guys on the sideline, hyperventilating. If you're well trained carries. That it just carries. And there is a difference of training at it. Now, I will say this: Colorado had an advantage against training at altitude to go play at TCU. That helped them with the heat. That helped them big time with the kind of shape that they were in for that. But I anticipate Nebraska being in great shape against them to keep up in a good way.
All right, that
Good
is
job.
Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid Plains Advisors, your ATMs in Lincoln to make you a bunch of money. Mid Plains
Unbelievable.
How much money?
What's that?
How much money?
Well, they did say that with the Nebraska win, that Scott feels that he can get everyone at least $10,000 over the next 10 days.
Wow.
Just invest some money, not gambling, just
Whoa.
That would
solid
really help.
investments.
That'd be nice.
That'd really help.
It'd really help.
Mid Plains
All
Advisors.
you got to do is just invest like $100, and
Okay.
it just flips over.
If that happens,
Just
I'm going
trust
to the dentist. I'm
Yeah.
going to the dentist.
Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-568-5. Your chance to win a bid to Bagels and Joe. Today is, of course, a Film Friday, and it's going to be a party atmosphere in Boulder. Blur Party. It's going to be a wild, all the tailgates. So I thought we'd do some party movies today.
Oh, that could, I don't know.
Party movies.
It's going to be the same thing. I'm able to tell you lines from the movie. I'm going to tell you that
It's
the
not gonna
whole
help
thing would
out.
happen.
What's the record?
4-4.
Okay.
4-4 is the record. Give us a call right now. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. To consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here, chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play 4-6-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Nick Down Sip and Trivia. Bill was questioning how the record could possibly be 4-4. Well, guess what? There was no show on Monday
show
with
Monday.
Labor Day. So this is our 9th show.
Right.
Since
That
we
adds
set
up,
the
4
record.
and 4.
And so we'll have a win today to be 5-4 or 4.
It's a big one then. Lock
right.
in.
I'm locked.
Bill is a
Neck will
lifeline for Sip for one question. As always, Jerry, how do you feel about party movies today?
Hey, Jerry.
Okay.
Good to hear from you. Is this Jerry Godowski?
No.
Okay.
Jerry.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry Maguire.
Jerry.
Oh, we missed one
All
of
right,
them.
Jerry. Hey, thanks for calling.
Thanks for calling.
All right, Jerry, first question goes to you. Here we go. What 1993 party movie features the adventures of high school and junior high students on the last day of school in May of 1976?
Dazed and Confused.
Nailed it.
This guy's incredible.
Nailed it.
Jerry. You're Jerry
Jerry
Genius.
Maguire over
Hey,
here.
Yeah.
that's trouble.
That's trouble.
It's a 1-0.
There's no chance I'm getting that.
Well, you got a chance here. First question for you guys. Tie it up. What 1978 party movie features a dean of a college who wants to expel the entire
that's easy.
Delta Tau Chi fraternity, but the frat members have other plans for him?
How come I'll keep Bill in my back pocket? Animal House.
0.0.
Correct.
One of the best speeches ever. When he got up and gave a speech, did we quit when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
Germans? Let him go.
Let him go. Let him go. Germans.
All right, back to you, Jerry.
Let it go.
For the lead, last question. What 2006 movie features Justin Long as a high school slacker who creates his own institution of higher learning on a rundown piece of property near his hometown after he is denied by all other colleges?
Sounds incredible.
It is a good movie. It
Sounds
really
incredible.
Is. Jonah Hill's in this
You
movie.
know what? I don't know.
That's okay.
No guess at all?
No.
I'll give you words.
Read that one more time.
Sixth movie features Justin Long as a high school slacker who creates his own institution of higher learning on a rundown piece of property near his hometown after he denied by all other colleges. You don't have to take this.
No.
Pass.
That would be accepted, and it is a funny movie.
Never heard of it.
Never even heard of it.
It's good.
Never even heard of it.
Jonah Hill.
I feel like Jerry's gotten the tough ones.
Yeah.
Well,
You got one right,
One.
though.
It's our chance to win, right?
for the win, Bills in play. Last
Oh,
question.
wow. I mean, we're sitting on a big one here.
This is to go 5-4.
We're sitting on a big one.
What 2003 movie features Will Ferrell, Luke Wilson, and Vince Vaughn as old friends who want to relive their glory days by opening up a frat near their alma mater?
Can we should end this?
Yeah.
One of the all-time classics. Old school.
Break the tank.
He did the Iron Cross with a cigarette mouth. It was incredible. Touch your lips.
Hey.
Some love.
Jay will get you a bag of coffee. Thanks for calling and calling down the road.
That show was 20 years ago.
Yep, it was 2003.
Oh,
Old school's awesome.
2000.
Was in Snoop Dogg was in the movie.
Will Ferrell's like just running naked down the street. His wife's
wife's driving behind him.
like, oh no, this is bad. This is bad.
All right, this is a win, is what.
It's a win. 5 since the reset for you guys. So
That's
well
good.
done.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done. Nice
Thank you,
job
Jay.
today.
Yeah.
Tiebreaker before I let you go, Sip. What is the length in hours and minutes of Animal House?
Yeah, I'm going to set this. 1 hour, 49 minutes.
He's odd.
You won't jinx forever on that one.
You have an odd.
Hour 49.
He always gets these. What the hell?
My mind works in a different.
Look at hour and 49 minutes. That's what it is.
That's amazing.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
One more.
Yeah, give me Chariots of Fire.
Yeah,
Give me Chariots of Fire.
Give him Chariots of Fire.
Just for you, Bill. Just for you.
Oh, this is
It's amazing.
really
I
helping.
love the
It's really helping.
149. Hour 49.
Bill's achievement.
Simple as a neck roll.
You know what? It's a Friday show. We're having fun.
Scooter called in.
Scooter said, asked what the temperature was in Pender.
I hope I nailed it at 69.
Yeah, I don't know if there's an inside joke there. There might have been.
I don't know.
I thought you were just gonna say it's hot. Hey, anyway, I'm to neck roll off and going.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
Go
Drive him.
Go
You drive
catch
him.
your flight. We'll throw you over the
Remember,
fence like we're gonna
people, Sipple is heading to the Lincoln Airport right now. Please
Clear the
line
road.
up. Please line up and salute him
And clear
as
the
he's
road.
coming by. National Guard, please be there.
Clear the
Moose,
road. Salute him.
Get your assistant, Dale.
Can we get an
Get him out there. Get an escort. Can we not meet him at the McDonald's out there?
We can make it happen.
All right, guys. have a
Enjoy
good one.
Boulder Sip.
Thank
The
you, Jay.
spillover is next.
Oh, this is
Wrapping at the end,
incredible.
early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Trucking is hiring CDA class drivers. Trucking guarantees a 40-hour round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in September. Try their new pizza bagel with pepperoni and fresh mozzarella grilled on a sun-dried tomato bagel. And try their caramel latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Great Plains Trail Network. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe. At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just the professional care that sets them apart, but their wonderful staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Bob just wanted to say thank you for a record-setting July here at Koppel. The summer sales event continues in August, and the incentives are crazy good. Check this out. We got 0.9% financing along with a $2,500 trade-in rebate on select new models. You heard right, 0.9% financing has been extended along with a trade-in rebate. Also, our GM certified used inventory is filling up fast, so make that money-saving drive to Koppel. It's just south of the interstate, or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did deal with roof credit.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my needs. And get this, they actually say it's called service.
Accelerate your financial journey. With Kasasa Cash, experience the thrill of earning more with each transaction or the freedom to withdraw your cash from any ATM nationwide. Not to mention, no monthly service fees. It's the power of earning up to 5.5% APY on your Kasasa Cash with Liberty First Credit Union. Earn reward getting at a penny, continuing up to $40,000. Visit libertyfirstcu.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Account qualifications apply.
Imagine a world where no one explains the rules of the game. Just go out there and do your best, kid. But your best isn't good enough. Junior Achievement is working on leveling the playing field. We need your support. Suit up. It's game time.
Visit ja.org/volunteer.
There's a buzz in the air at Kansas. Big romance here at the track, or the anticipation of the playoffs as drivers fight to move on to the next round and keep their championship hopes alive. Maybe it's the pulse of the heartland, the glow of speed, or the sounds of grills sizzling in the campgrounds. Whatever it is, it will be one memorable weekend. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 8th through the 10th. Get your tickets today at kansasspeedway.com.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, leave you money on your meat and groceries. This week, they have your tailgate and barbecue needs. Enjoy all natural, fresh, boneless, skinless chicken breast for just $1.99 per pound. USDA choice boneless beef chuck roast for $3.99 per pound. And hickory smoked bacon for just $3.99, 16-ounce package. That's all at Fairway Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. Send a front estimate with no hidden fees. And Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies with more areas of smoke and haze and an afternoon high of around 86. Tonight, mostly clear skies and a low around 60. And tomorrow, we'll see a chance for showers and some stuff in the afternoon. Otherwise, mostly sunny skies and a high of around 86. Meteorologist Kyle Flecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're on the air. Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
More of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's time for the spillover with Raph and AD on a Friday. Again, Sip had to step out to go catch his flight to Denver.
Let's go home and pack.
Yes.
His flight's in 70 minutes.
That would be incredible.
He's going home to pack. Gotta go.
He'd somehow make it, though.
He would make it.
He'd
So-
pack one
so-
shirt.
Yeah.
So Sip is still going home.
No, we're joking.
I was gonna say,
I'm not sure.
It's simple. He gets to the airport. They open
Yeah.
it up for him.
Like, yeah, come on. We're
Mr.
waiting for
Sipple.
you. We've been waiting for you.
The Lincoln legend has arrived.
Your chariot awaits here, Sip. We were talking during the break that the Lions, an incredible win last night. They beat the Chiefs 21-20. You mentioned the AD, though. 8 drops by Chiefs receivers. And we kind of said, throughout the week, the Chiefs don't, without Travis Kelce, they don't have any scary weapons. Pacheco's fine as a running back, but as a receiver, you have Sky Moore, who's fine. Justin Watson doesn't scare you.
Mm-hmm.
They've got Noah Gray. Blake Bell. And
Bell
they had a drop.
Bulldozer, right?
Kadarius Toney had 4 drops last night?
He had 4 by
and a
himself.
huge one late in the game, which would have been put in a field goal range, just drops it. No excuse.
I'm going to play the devil's advocate here. They don't have Kelsey or Chris Jones. They still only lose by 1. Because here's the deal.
They had numerous chances to win.
Yeah, they. I'm going to tell you right now, that could have been the best thing. For me, I'm a Steelers guy, but I'm going to say this though, could be the best thing to happen for the Chiefs.
I will. I'm saying AD. Because like I said, you go back and look, say, okay, we just dropped the ball. We did this. We're right there. We get our better player back. But I was so impressed. I was listening to the game to the last 5 I was driving.
Mm-hmm.
But just it sounded to me the entire time that Detroit belonged.
They belonged. Heck yeah,
it wasn't a deal where it's like, well, this is unreal.
No.
They fumbled going in too.
Yes, they did.
The 5-yard line.
Marvin
Jones fumbled the ball.
It was a first down, and so they had their problems also. You can't just say, well, the one way, but it appeared to me from highlights later last night, because I want to kind of see what happened. There's a lot of palms up from Mahomes. It looked like he was just like there's a lot of a lot of this. I don't know.
Catch the ball.
Hands to the head.
Yeah, a lot of there's a lot of that stuff going on.
Well, even the interception he threw was not really his fault.
No, it was in his
that
hands.
Tony again.
It was in his hands.
Yeah.
He gets tipped up to Brian Branch, the rookie. He goes for a touchdown. That was not a bad throw.
Yeah.
You got to catch the ball.
It
You didn't throw. It wasn't a throw that Mahomes should be credited for a pick for, but it's a pick 6 against them. Ties the game up, gives Detroit new life. The Chiefs and Duke get 2 drives to get 2 field goals. They don't get touchdowns. That's why the Lions win with the touchdown 21-20. But again, you're right. If the Chiefs, you can't feel that bad because Kelsey was out, Chris Jones out. But if you're a Lions fan, there's been talk all offseason about, hey, you had the 9-8 season last year. You beat the Packers to knock them out of the playoffs. Didn't make the playoffs yourself, but can you take the next step? This is a big belief moment for them, right? They got over the hump.
Because I don't have a team because I'm a Houston Oilers guy. I'm telling you right now, I'm on the Lions bandwagon.
Coach, you didn't go with them to.
Oh, absolutely.
Tell the story.
If they're not,
no,
you're not.
It's Houston Oilers, and that's it. I'm not the Texans. I'm not the Titans.
Bill's off.
I'm out there standing in front of the Astrodome still.
Yes.
With the sign.
I love you, blue. Love you, blue. And I would do that. I had the pom poms. I had the blue felt cowboy hat.
Earl Campbell tearaway jersey.
Oh yeah,
Coach, I didn't realize that, man.
Oh yeah.
So when they left,
left. I'm
I'm
like, I'm not going either way. The Titans are wearing the Oilers. Also, they're wearing the Oilers. What, game 2? They're wearing the old school Oilers throwback uniform. So I will honor the Titans on that day. I have a lot of the
You'll be
Titans
a
on
Titan.
the
So
team.
when did you like become Oilers? Were you like Pastorini?
Oh yeah,
time, or-
we've covered this in great. I got Dan Pastorini signed ball. Oh, that was Earl Campbell. Oh,
the great Dan Pastorini.
The great Dan.
Great. Not just Dan. It's the great
Dan.
The great Dan.
Should be in the Hall of Fame. He threw more interceptions than touchdowns. I'm pretty sure
he did. You're correct, but he was a gunslinger.
Yeah.
Barely took risks.
I got a really cool call yesterday. Was it yesterday? The day before? I text because he goes. I go call me. He goes, will not call you until I have a good call. So it was Garrett Nelson called me.
Okay.
After he got picked up by the Bengals. And so he was obviously ecstatic. I think he's on their practice. You can always be activated.
Yeah.
He's been, and so it was just great having a conversation with him. And then I talked to the head strength coach and a couple of coaches I know on that staff and stuff. And just, I sent them all texts about Garrett, but I just so fired up for him because he even told me, because I was in a rough spot. You know, all of a sudden when you get let go and you're right there and all those things. And so he was really pumped, obviously, with where he's at right now. So, and I know how that organization works. Garrett Nelson fits in that organization because they're all about dudes that play really hard in the right way, culture things. It's like those got their locker room together, and he fits in that locker room really well. So hopefully he gets a chance to. It's hard.
Yeah.
People say all the time, it's like, well, it's like, you know how hard it is to play in the NFL. I mean, it's brutal. It's brutal. And so just to have a chance to be in the locker room and practice them with them right now is incredible. So
that is awesome.
And speaking of the Bengals, right before the game began last hour, right in the middle part of the first quarter, Joe Burrow became the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. Player or quarterback? Player, right?
Highest paid player ever.
Highest paid player in the NFL.
I think 200 and what is it? Guaranteed? What's guaranteed? 219 guaranteed.
213, I think.
He's doing well.
Or 222 or 275.
You should get a hold of Scott and Ty and.
You can make that into more money.
Make that into more money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, Joe.
A lot of
I
money.
can tell you more.
I get
way
more at that. So
over 215 or so that's guaranteed out of that contract.
Yeah,
too,
that's incredible.
And good for him.
Yeah, he's
Good
an
for him.
awesome dude. I text with him after he got injured. I don't text with him very much. It's not just I'm going to every 3 days check in with him. But
Joe, how's it going?
Checked in with him for his injury. He got back to me right away and just went through that. So I'll wait for a few days before I hit him up on this. I imagine probably 1,000 texts yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
I did and stuff. So
a lot of unknown cousins too.
Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah.
Oh, family.
Yeah.
I've never seen you before.
What's up,
Yeah. I've never heard of you. Who's your dad?
Who's your dad?
How are we related? Talk me through this one. Show me the family tree, 'cause I don't see you on it. That's it. As we gone through the week from Monday to now, have you felt better or worse about Nebraska's chances tomorrow in Boulder against the Buffs?
I'm not going to say my prediction now. I'll say
Yep, say it for the show.
But my
For your
feelings
show.
haven't changed.
Okay.
No, they haven't changed.
I thought of what I talked about on the show earlier for you guys to chime in on was when things are even, the extra 2 days mean a lot.
Yeah,
they mean nothing if you're UNLV against Michigan. That doesn't do anything for you.
Right.
The extra 2 days, because what it allows you for is coach time on watching opponent film. In the media, you get so much bonus time, which you can really help get your guys ready to watch and prepare. And things are, and whether you say they're even or not, but both teams going in clearly have a chance to win the game.
Yeah,
it's not one of those deals where you just go, oh, we'd have to have a miracle to even beat this game. That's not true. And so that part is even. Now, I mentioned the wake up several times, Raph and AD, about how important it is to wake up.
Yeah.
And when things are even, again, how important it is and how you start and just being ready to go. Well, I thought about this. So kickoff game last time. So that was 10 a.m. Colorado time.
Yeah.
So they're playing at the exact same time.
Yeah.
That's a normal time.
True.
This is 11 o'clock Nebraska time, 10 a.m. out there. So Nebraska probably has a little bit of the harder time because they're traveling to like that. But that's an early start. I don't care. I know it's 11 o'clock Nebraska time, and you'll operate off. You'll move your clocks back on the not clock. You don't move your clocks, but we're going to bed like tonight earlier, like at 9 because 9 equals 10. All the different stuff, so they get the same amount of sleep. So that'll all be handled. But it's still when the alarm clock says what it says, it's a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a lot when you're at the stadium at 8:30.
Yeah.
8:30 in the morning. What time is it? It's 8:30.
Yeah.
Get ready to play in a game that could have 10 million people watch you.
Yep.
10 million.
You're getting
And an
spatted up.
absolutely packed stadium. It's going to be loud and raucous, by the way.
Yeah.
Not just people watching
Yeah.
on TV.
It's probably one of the. I like tunnels, different places to enter. Colorado has probably one of the mattresses for a opposing team. It's just black asphalt you walk down on that, to that, but it is when you come out and you see the crowd and the whole scene right there. It's pretty incredible. It really is. It's an incredible scene.
It's going to be a lot of pageantry.
Should be a lot of fun. We'll be out there. We will have pregame from Blur Parties out in Boulder. Myself, Jay Foreman, DP, Prashawn Farley, Nick Sainer will be out there. 8 to 11 this time. Yeah, Nick's big. Yeah, he's already out in Colorado.
Big Swim's out there.
Yeah, he left yesterday.
He did.
2 days ago.
Yesterday.
Can you imagine right now? I saw this last night. We're watching the game with AD at the Kansas City game. What NBC's thinking right now? You had an opportunity where you could have Colorado, Nebraska in prime time, but instead your prime time game tomorrow is Charlotte, and Maryland.
Oh, yikes! That's pain.
Can you imagine that?
I thought you were joking at first.
No,
that's the prime time game.
That is for real.
Charlotte
and Maryland.
And like I said, I'm not a fan of the 11 o'clock game. I don't like it at all. I know it's big noon. This is our deal. It's like no. Yeah. I'd much rather have the full day go tomorrow and then see that thing kick off tomorrow night. When you play in those games, the original 11 o'clock kickoffs were for the Yawners. That was for Rutgers, Indiana.
Yep.
That's when they play the 11. That's just kind of like, okay, let's watch something.
To watch when you wake up.
Something on
the
wake up
call here. This is a wake up game.
Even an hour later, I feel better. But kicking off at 10 a.m. That's insane. Yeah. That's insane.
Well, I'm sure
both sides are doing it.
Yeah, we fired up. That is it for us. The drive is next with Raf and AD for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I'm Jake Sorensen. See you.
It's winding down, but there's no reason golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Sign up today for 9-hole leagues this fall, any day from Monday to Friday, starting on September 25th. Check out their deals on monthly membership